Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the last day of WorldFlight 2024. We're trying to get ready as quickly as possible, so we had called the GSX ground crew already. And this is a small airport in Indonesia called Manado, WAMM. So there's a lot of WAMM going on right now. But in any case, we'll do our very best to get back on schedule. So thank you for joining us. And let's get this party started. So we have everything in the box already. The only thing I need to add, as we just switch aircraft, is our call sign here. I think that's good. And let's do the before start below the line, so we're all ready.
Windows and doors.
As close as I'll ever be.
Beacon.
Beacon is coming on.
Thrust levers.
Our idle for now
Parking brake.
is set. Thank you. That's the before start checklist below the line completed. So let's see if we can put our name in the hat here. As you can hear, the frequency has been really busy.
Yes.
We are clear to Darwin on the runway 1 hotel runway 18 via the SID flight level 240 squawk 4121 Jetstar 675.
675 correct.
Ground speedbird 47 Charlie.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, ground hello. Taxi whiskey, correction, exit whiskey 3, taxi straight ahead.
David A's with us.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stand 10, speedbird 47 Charlie.
We have
Please be careful on my nose.
and ground GL44 ready for push 13.
And Scott.
GL44 standby for push after the 1S passing.
Stand by.
Player 1, push and start the approach.
So there's indeed some traffic behind us. So our flight today will take us to Darwin. It's a 2 hour 20 minutes flight at Mach 0.8 if we can do that. We have 14 tons of fuel, 123 passengers, our usual 90 minutes of extra fuel. The ramp has been extremely busy, as you can see. We're going to take off to the south.
Traffic still pushing back behind you. Your sequence after the behind the one traffic.
In sequence behind the traffic behind GL44.
Ground Starwalker 531.
So we can see that the traffic on the map.
Ground, go ahead.
Starwalker 531.
So as you can imagine, we're going to be really busy for the next 20-30 minutes, but hopefully after that we're good. Thank you, Scott. Thanks for joining us, regular, and for wishing us a safe and fun final leg. Well, there's one more after this, actually. This is leg 39 out of 42. We will be doing leg 40 as well, so hopefully we'll do a quick turnaround in Darwin and head to Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea. So everything's looking good. Our fuel is balanced. Push and start approve facing north, GL44. Alright, so the poor ground crew, what happens if we simply release the parking brake? That's how we like our ground crew, on top of things. Okay, we got to start engine 2, F4 Crafty. I forgot to mention F4 Crafty.
Hello.
This is my mode
thank
first, and then
Engine 2 starting.
Perfect. We'll give you an idea of the view we have here from the cockpit. Hopefully our wing was under that big 747. That's 100 or 200. But so far they've been doing a really good job. Hats off to the controllers.
975 Egypt Air 975, hello ground.
People donating a lot of time and probably a few gray hair to the cause. Alright.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Okay, thank you all.
Okay, so I'm monitoring the start. I should have given you the right page. Light bleed valve is already closed. Okay,
Engine two's
we have a
available,
good
starting
start.
engine
Let's
one.
thank you.
It's a Turkish 255.
Yeah, Turkish 255 Roger. Clear to...
There's two planes in one there. Yeah, I think we were out of... Oh my goodness. Alright. We'll not worry about any checklist at this point. We'll have plenty of time, I fear, to do that in sequence. Alright, 23:02. So we're 17 minutes behind schedule. Alright, we'll see what we can do.
Please set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. You can disconnect. Please show us the pin on the left.
2404 Turkish 255.
Alright. I can't believe it's the last day already. Hopefully still creeping up. It must be warm. Yeah, 27 degree. Okay. I think we have a good start on both engine. We can do the
Did I miss
after
the
takeoff.
available?
I think so,
Sign?
but it's
Okay,
alright.
sorry.
No worries.
Chrono started.
No worries here. And there's basically just one taxiway. Neptune 11 Whiskey is waiting even to get to a gate. I think 47 Charlie is the 747 in front of us.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
975 Roger. Standby number 1.
Oh no, we don't want that. We don't want that. Whiskey Papa, I think it's pretty much Whiskey Papa, Whiskey 1, hold short 18.
Holding point Whiskey 1, runway 18.
Alright, thank you. We'll see you next year. See you guys. Alright, let's see if we can get taxiing as soon as the ground crew has cleared the area.
Go ahead.
Tug is gone. I don't know where he did. Okay, the tug is doing some 3-point turn there. Very nice, very nice.
Via the stage, flight level 240, squawk 4251.
Roger, we are cleared via the Rambo 1 hotel departure, runway 18. Via the
Did he say ready to
level
rumble?
240, squawk 4251, Egypt 975 heavy.
975 correct.
GL44 ready for taxi.
JL44 taxi Whiskey 1 runway 18.
Taxi Whiskey 1 holding short runway 18 GL44. Alright. How does it look on your side? Looks good. We'll go in the queue, I guess. That's the best we can do, right?
Ground 255, requesting ProSim start.
Turkish 55.
So 70 ton.
standby for push.
That's a lot of the extra fuel. Poor. Oh, maybe they parked there actually.
Turkish 55,
Neptune
something
11
you
Whiskey.
can push that. I think
Yeah, I
you-
think
you
they're
can
just on
taxi
the
to Vier-Im.
grass there.
Affirmative, okay. Yeah, then requesting only push-up, per startup please for the 255.
Turkish 255 Roger, stand up approved.
Do you guys want to put a guess in the chat? What number in sequence we are?
FedEx 33, go ahead.
Can't tell you, it's not number 1.
FedEx confirm request ATC.
Even if I crawl at like 1 knot, that's not enough
Do you mean
time
the
for
conga line? How many
the
people are in
conga
the
line.
front of
Yes.
us?
FedEx 33 confirm your
10?
request. The
I
AT
don't know.
clearance.
Yes, sir.
Roger, clear
It's
to
like quite a
Darwin via
few.
the Rambo
Well,
1
luckily
hotel
nobody's
departure,
pushing at
runway
this
18
point, because
via the
imagine,
flight level
you
240,
see how long it takes us to
squawk
start our
4167.
engines, right? During that time you're blocking the taxiway, so...
Where's that? So we're cleared via the SID, runway 18. Initial climb to 280, and I didn't copy the squawk.
Rambo via the Rambo 1 Hotel departure via the
Guy
SID
can
flight
roll
level
his R's.
240.
Yeah, Rambo.
X41
Ready to rumble via Rumbo. In a Rumbo jet. Only one A380 on the scene. Hello, big brother. That's probably United 1120. Actually, it's not that bad, come to think about it.
One ready, whiskey, taxing whiskey 1 to runway 18 for 225.
Oh, wait, hold on. I needed to zoom one more level. 1,
You
2,
just jinx
3,
it again?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just doesn't departure. How is the but it is still landing. Okay, we'll have a beautiful view. It's a nice 27 degree here.
Thanks, my guy. I don't know if you heard, but we're 12th in line.
So I
FYI.
won't blame you if you come back in 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the ground for a
Turn
while.
ground, EasyJet 975, stand
Unless you're
number
interested
1,
in our checklist,
Okay,
which saved the day yesterday, right? With that
The flight
side
control.
stick not working, that would have been a nasty one on my first officer. Barreling down the runway, 140 knots, and rotate, and rotate. Nothing happened. No. We do our checklist that day because there was nobody in line. We did it.
6. Oh, David said we're 6, not 12.
That's not the information I've received, but I might be misinformed. It wouldn't be the first time nor the last
It
time.
seems like he might be right, just looking at the planes.
Yeah, it's just
It's hard to believe there's 12 of them there.
well, I mean, some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11. We are number 12. We are the last egg in the carton. Hopefully, we're not gonna break anything. Hey, at least we're flying during the day here. All our flights. So that's it's not a first. Yesterday was the case as well, flying from Honolulu to Wake Island. But that's just the Pacific to look at. So alright. So there's one coming in.
EasyJet 975, ready for pushback and start, stand number 1.
We'll stop that EasyJet. No, that's a Jetstar. Alright.
Facing north, pushback and start approved, EasyJet 975.
Let's do the flight control check first.
Sounds good. Full left.
Ground
Full
North
right.
2342, we're going to hold
Neutral.
our pushback for the Turkish
Full up.
from our left to right.
Full down. Neutral. Rudder. Full right. Neutral. Full left. Neutral.
Alright, at least one stick is working. So let's do the after start checklist really quick.
Anti-ice.
Not required.
ECAM status.
As normal as it can be for now.
Pitch
We are looking at 0.7 up, which is checked.
and rudder trim.
Rudder trim is 0 set. We can do the before takeoff down, all the way down to the above the
controls?
line. Flight control has been checked.
Flight instruments.
They sure look good to me.
Briefing. You've been briefed. I've been briefed.
That's right.
Flap setting.
So we're checking the flap lever is on 1. The indication on the ECAM is on 1+F, which is what we expect. So the command and what the aircraft did are the same, and we check then finally on the MCDU takeoff performance page, and 1 is indeed what we want. So that's checked.
V1.
142,
VR.
142,
V2.
145.
Flex tip.
No flex toga.
ATC.
Is on.
ECAM memo.
Is takeoff no blue.
cabin crew?
Yeah, we'll wait until we're
Oh, I
at
thought you wanted to do
threshold.
it all the way through.
We can. All right. Cabin crew has been advised.
Engine mode selector.
Is on normal,
Packs.
and the packs are on. Its packs on takeoff.
4137.
What is this guy doing? Oh, gee.
The 1 hotel departure, runway 18. Via the SID, climb flight level 24.
Maybe was he sent around?
So we're past 3 minutes, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna stop
yeah.
and reset the chrono.
Yes, thank you. Was that a go around?
Ryanair 1444.
I mean, we are still on ground, but
Okay, we've got Sappy TV.
well, people are trickling in. Hi, Sappy TV.
Did you see what my
And-
guy said about the autopilot?
Hold on. I'm gonna
And Banjo Man. Hello.
Angel Man. What did I miss? David joined us. He's been a regular and he's been twice in the cockpit. Did a fantastic job yesterday
Yeah.
in s- challenging situation.
Tell you how
Side
much
stick
we
failure and then a
appreciate
power
that.
failure. For your information, David, it seems that the the amplifier for my 5x1 surround sound is busted. So I don't know if that's the outcome of the problem or if that was the source of the problem, but that's that. Scott, my guy, thank you. 6. I'm in 12. That was his guess. That was his guess.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, at one point in time it'll be 6, then 5, and 4, and 3. Try to do
Should be
7
moving.
fly in the Phoenix, and in my opinion the autopilot is hard to work. Always found Boeing autopilot easier to use. Yeah, we can talk about that. I'm not. There's nothing that I mean,
have you ever flown
it's
a Boeing?
one. I mean, I told you, I never had an Airbus add-on before building this little toy here, and I've been simming for 30 years. So yeah, I have my 737 MCP and EFIS on the other kind of GA plus sim. Yeah, my guy, if you could maybe put a little more detail, because I mean, it's a button on each aircraft. Just press it. So not sure what you might have in mind. I mean, obviously they behave. The philosophy is different.
Maybe that's what he means. How they're
Yeah,
implemented.
yeah.
Taxi Whiskey 1 runway 18.
Taxi, Whiskey 1.
But I guess my question to you is, you've flown the Boeing and used the autopilot
Yes,
in your
yes,
other
yes,
sim,
yes.
and,
Yes,
and you don't notice
737.
much of a difference yourself?
I mean, the philosophy. That's why I'm bringing. Oh, the
Yeah.
Barbie plane. Let's go, Barbie.
Hot pink.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why we don't have the texture for that guy, but
Well, I'm curious as to why it's pink and not
I mean,
just white and gray.
clearly there's a lot of traffic, so people flying some local exotic liveries probably that I might not have. Is that a 787? I have no idea what it is. I can't tell. With the Barbie, we should tell him Halloween is over. Is Tui?
Destination, Rumble 1 Hotel departure, runway 18, climb via SID, level 240.
And
So what
then
are some of the differences
Benjamin.
in the philosophy, autopilot
Guess who
philosophy
it is? Welcome back, Benjamin.
between the Boeing and the Airbus?
Well, I mean,
Just out of curiosity.
there's, I mean, at a very high level, that is not, that's like something. I would say one is the fly-by-wire, although the recent Boeings do have fly-by-wire. But on top of that, generally the term fly-by-wire is using to describe a little more than that, which is the Airbus philosophy that fly-by-wire means that the commands from the pilots are not directly sent to the control surface. They're actually sent to computers, and the computer decides what to do with it. And there are numerous levels of protection so that hopefully the pilot wouldn't put the plane in an unsafe situation. stalling and bank angle and things like that. Now you can revert to different, they call laws. So you know the normal one is the normal law, but so that's one difference. I think then the other difference is kind of how you fly the plane, especially on this guy slammed his brake on approach. Pretty much in the Airbus you can control the speed with the flaps. Once you activate the approach, you have flaps up, green dot speed, and then when you put your flaps down, the plane will slow down to S speed, and then when you put more flaps down, they will go to F speed, and then ultimately your approach speed. So in a Boeing you would have to manually typically put the speed. So and then there's the nomenclature kind of difference, right? The fact that Airbus pretty much had to invent a name for everything else, so that for everything in the plane, so that it doesn't sound like Boeing, which in my mind is a little silly, but it is what it is. Alright, we got 6 watching and only 2 thumb up. Alright, guys.
Not the source.
It's okay if you're lurking, but give us a...
Oh, guess what? Banjo Man asked about your printer.
About my printer?
Yeah.
Why is it that
have a working printer?
your chat updates faster
He asked,
than
do we have a
mine?
working printer? I should show him the
Do
just
we-
one more thing video.
Yeah. Maybe in the air, but
Yeah.
yeah. For example, we can get the latest. Let's get the latest ATC, because we had a hotel. It was India, so we can ask the company request ATC WAMM WAMM. We want the arrival, the departure. That's right. Company will send us the latest ATC. Perfect. Receive message. Here it is. It is information Juliet, and if we press the magic button, print, it does print our updated ATC. So I can get rid of this guy. Bye-bye. So this is automatic terminal information service for WAMM information Juliet, mode Charlie on all taxiway, expect ILS Yankee, that's the approach, runway 18, weather report, 2230. That is a little old, but visibility 10K, fuel clouds 2000, temperature 27, dew point 24, altimeter 1013, which is really the key for us. That's what we have. Inform ATC on initial contact that you have received information Juliet.
So you want to show him this from your... This was
Yeah. Well, I kind of showed it when... how is the queue here? I mean, I know it's Friday. I didn't think it was Black Friday, or... Feels like everybody's waiting. How is the incoming...
Slightly pointless, but awesome. Some things in the sim are just for the lulls.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
The printer was a lot of work to get in. He had to build a little stand for it.
Yeah. Well, as we're talking about the laws, here's another one. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your Captain Tango. Once again, a very welcome aboard. As you can tell, we are in sequence for departure. We have just a few aircraft in front of us. I would expect this to take 10 to 15 minutes, but then we will get you in the air as quickly as safely as possible on our way to Darwin, back to Australia for WorldFlight 2024. And once we get closer to our destination, I'll give you an update about the weather. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. There we go.
The call phone even.
That's right.
LOL. That actually it doesn't. He's just pretending. It's for the lulz.
Runway 18 following the velocity, New Zealand 411.
I mean, it's moving. I mean, one of the benefit, I mean, it's kind of shocks to have two other aircraft in front of us, but at least it's one line. Yeah, I don't know why mine is not.
That's the first time I've seen someone do that in a sim. LOL. Wow, you've never flown with Whiskey Jeff. That's one of Captain Tango's other guest first officers, and he
has some
he likes to use
fun.
Yes, he's a lot of fun. We miss him. This WorldFlight.
So,
Neptune 11 Whiskey Tower 1181.
Tower 181, Neptune 11 Whiskey, thank you, bye.
so is 11 Whiskey behind us? Did I miss the call to go on tower? Captain Tango is paying more attention to his little toys here than ATC.
Merpati 109er, very sorry sir, I don't receive your flight plan.
Yeah, I know, just asking what is the waiting time before I fly one.
It's up to you sir.
It's up to you.
Ah, cool, okay.
Where's Where's 11 Whiskey? Oh, he's in the so I wonder we missed our transfer to tower.
Ryanair 1444 in the Congo line for runway 18.
And 44, summary 16.
And tower GL 44 is in the Congo line as well. Alright, so we left ground, so next one would be approach. I'm not sure which one. There were two controllers probably splitting departure and arrival. We'll see what we get. I'd guess I would go 127.75. Oh, that's when somebody's the next one to go and they don't answer in the frequency. Everybody's like,
go ahead.
Column 261, contact departure 134.25.
well, I was wrong.
Contact 134.25. Goodbye.
134.25.
Berlin 8161 behind, arriving traffic lineup and wait runway 18 behind.
Ending traffic lineup and wait runway 18 and wait behind, Berlin 8161.
Yeah, Berlin.
For Charlie Juliet over to 202.
For Charlie Juliet, for the ground 120.2.
Over to 202 for Charlie Juliet, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why my monitor, the chat, just stops sometimes. You have a working printer, well, my bad, it's slightly pointless, but yeah, call phone even works, that's it, yeah. Yep. So what else do we have? I mean, if you want to talk about pointless, I can show you a pointless object here. Do you guys know what those are? Those are real A320 gear pins. So when we store the aircraft overnight or for a longer period, one for the nose wheel and two for the main gears. So that we're sure that whatever happened, if maintenance work in the aircraft, left the the landing gear lever, although that is protected as long as the weight on wheel sensor detects weight, it shouldn't do anything. But just in case, we can completely mechanically lock the landing gear with the gear pin. Come on, pretend. I mean, these are real A320 gear pins.
Yes, the plane.
So
where the gear pins go.
I mean,
that's
you never too prepared. I mean, I take them with me in my carry-on in case, you know, I can help the ground crew, the pilot.
Hello.
That's
pretending.
I'm gonna bring my boots next time. A lot of BS.
Runway 18 clear for takeoff. Wind
Walk
calm KH1013. Report passing 10,000.
And if you guys have ideas or suggestions for what would make cool add-on, I'm all ears. I mean, we talk about, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see with my seat, but we do have, at least on the captain's side, we do have the world famous tray table. So now it's kind of folded in half, but oh no, it does open. There's a nice place to put your pin. I mean, they thought about everything.
Footrests.
Oh, footrest. Oh yeah, that's for cruise. That's for cruise. We can't give away everything. These are load sheets from the printer. Or initial load sheet or final load sheet. If we talk a little bit about our weights, not that I'm trying to fat shame the aircraft, but
are you able to close the table completely?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I all right.
So it functions just like a real A320.
Yeah, it functions like the real one. So you pull it here and come in. There you go. And that is something you should do actually before takeoff. But you know, what's the fun to have just the table in there? The FO side is enough for some obscure reason. Maintenance hadn't fixed it yet, but
no, it's because it costs so much money.
Well, it's a matter. I mean, do you want gear pins and interphone, or oh man, the table?
Settle down there, partner.
Yeah, the table's not used to. Sorry, that must be serious noise. I mean, this is I've heard Captain saying this is a no-go item. You know, if the table is okay, I better get back moving because if not, the guy behind me is just gonna.
We're gonna pass you, pass around.
They're gonna, yeah. Let's go. And the seat works, by the way. So it's the same mechanism as in a real A320. So they're electrical, the base is fixed and bolted to the cockpit floor, and it goes up and down, so you can adjust the height, but then more importantly, it goes not only back and front or forward and backward, but then at a certain position backward it moves away, so captain side to the left, FO side to the right, which allows. Yeah, that at least the FO has. I mean, we want to make sure the FO doesn't have to parachute into the seat. Talking about real Airbus part, that you can see it on the side here. We have actual A320 New Zealand sheepskin covers, and it is the actual part number that. I could have got with FAA or EAA certification, but decided that might be a little. Exactly.
Since we
so
will
those
not be having the FAA coming to
hopefully I'm not going to be on the Blanco Lerio channel or questioned by the NTSB. But yes, we do have a few things. So we have the reading lights also. We can talk about the lighting.
That is really nice because otherwise it's super dark.
We can turn everything down. The overhead you can't really see. Oh yeah, yeah. Then we have the overhead lights, so that will bring some ambient light here. Typically turn them up. We have the integrated dim lights. Then we have the floodlights, which are in the main instrument panel. So you'll do something like that, and then we have the reading light. So did Qantas 25 departed? I'm just not paying attention to anything.
Is that them right there?
No, it is a Qantas or Q-Link, but they are 747, so that's not them. Oh, my stream is buffering. Is your stream buffering? Struggling?
No,
just me.
All right, this moment.
I'm on the struggle bus, not the Airbus. I'll take a.
Qantas 100 runway 18, clear to land. Wind calm, Qantas 1013.
Clear to land, runway 18, Qantas 100. Thank you, sir.
Slowly inching our way up the column.
Berlin 8161, report altitude.
Berlin 8161, passing
Looks like we have 4 in front of us, is that correct?
Berlin 8161, contact departure 134.25.
134.25, Berlin 8161, great, sir, see you.
See ya. Qantas 1586 behind rising traffic, line up and wait runway 18.
Hello, Infinite Drummer, and welcome to our stream. We are fourth in line, waiting to take off. Look, there's almost no wind. Sure.
Qantas 1586, runway 18, clear for takeoff, wind calm, Qantas 1013. Just a get off number 18, Qantas 1013. Qantas 100, contact ground 120.2.
Contact ground now, 120.2, Qantas 100. We are on
Oh, my guy is flying right now. He's going to be heading to St. Martin and going from KHX to TNCM in an A320. All right. Safe travels. Have a good flight. Oh wait, I thought there must have been 5. Now there's still 4. I thought there were, no wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Oh my god, look at how long this line is. Whoa. Hey, show 'em. Yeah. Look at all those airplanes. Oh my goodness, waiting in line. We could have been worse. Oh, yeah. We've been there. We have been there.
Speedbird 6 Tango Sun, Scorpion Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, all runway 18 behind runway Tango.
Behind the landing wide, left line from my line, in the top of Charlie Tango.
TBH 20. Zero Whiskey, contact departure 13 power decimal 25. Okay. For LCQ Whiskey Hotel ticket, runway whenever, contact ground 120 decimal 2.
Thanks, 120 and the 192.
Look at how big that is. That the A380, the Super? Oh my God.
Speedbird 6 Tango Sun, set Charlie Tango, runway 18 possible, wind combination 013.
1013, clear takeoff from my 18, Speedbird 6, Charlie Tango.
FedEx? Oh, British Airways. That poor guy. We should pull up. Let's pull up a little bit.
247 Charlie, we've been impeded by a FedEx.
Why are they always ahead of us? Or are they behind us?
I just...
Oh, look at they're levitating.
Ah, yes, you hit on.
Yes. And the
It's
one
okay,
behind him.
Advance 36, clear for immediate takeoff, runway 18, wind combination 1013.
Clear for me to take off 18.
Did you show him the wind stuff?
Tower, hello,
The whole reason we're
49ers
not
on a 10 mile final runway 18.
Head 49, continue approach, runway 18, minimum approach
No
speed.
wind.
Continue approach, minimum speed, NATO 49ers.
Way Airlines? Got ahead of us somehow?
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, report passing 10,000.
Wilco, Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango.
So maybe some little shenanigans happening there.
11586, contact departure 134.25.
Yeah, I saw that.
Alright, departure 134.25, 1586, have a good rest of your morning. Airfront 36 Airborne.
Advance 36, Advance 36, report passing 10,000.
We'll report 10,000, Airfront 36.
Letter 49er, wind combination 013,
Hey, Honda
runway
Jet.
18, clear for land.
Howdy.
Clear land, runway 18, NATO 49er, thanks.
Well, thank you.
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, passing 10,000.
Oh no.
Oh no.
6 Charlie Tango, contact departure.
Thank you for pointing that out. So I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, when
Was
I
it
put
muted?
it
Did you
down.
just unmute it?
Yeah, I just unmuted it. That's on me. Sometimes when I remove my headset, I don't want you guys to have to hear
How long
hear
has
those.
it been unmuted?
Yeah, probably a little bit. That's too bad. We were welcoming Honda Jet.
Yes. Honda Jet
Yeah.
just asked if
Oh
you
no!
put-
Did
yeah.
Did I do it again?
Oh, we can hear it now.
Yeah.
He's saying,
Captain Tango is a noob when it comes to streaming. Well, this is how you learn. You do it. Alright, let's put the TCAS on, see what's coming. Are we above? We're above? Okay, so the arrival path seems pretty clear, so let's go. Let's go. I mean, we have a million map here that we can use. Or
I'm trying to think when the last time you took your microphone, like how long has it been
I don't
muted?
know. I don't know. Yeah, if that happens again, guys, please. All right.
Yeah,
All
if you
right, let's
hear
go.
FO Crafty talking to herself a lot.
That's normal. That's
See
normal.
something,
But
say something. If you don't hear something, say something.
yeah. The schedule is calculated with a 15 minutes taxi time, and we're already 40 minutes.
Alright, vacate the runway and ground on.
Yes, we do simulate delays. Oh, can we do exclamation point delay? Does that work?
Yeah, we'll check it right now.
Or did I break that too?
Player 1 will come, Unison 013, runway 18 clear for takeoff. Report passing 10,000.
It's working. Oh,
It's working?
my guy said his instruments just shut off for some reason.
And
Everything just
cabin
went
crew, take your
black.
seats for departure, please.
Oh, that's awful.
Flight plan, that was our ATIS that we printed.
675 behind departing traffic lineup and wait runway 18 behind.
Behind the departing traffic lineup and wait for runway 18 behind, Jetstar 675.
Yes, yes, yes. There's a break in the arrival. This is our chance. Or maybe we're at the end of the line here. Okie dokie. Alright. I'll need you in 40 seconds. Alright, we briefed our departure. It's a runway heading, slight turn to the left. No altitude constraint until Gisna, but we should be able to clear the...
Jetstar 675.
And report passing 10,000.
Roger.
EL44 behind departing traffic lineup and with runway 18 behind.
Behind departing Jetstar, we'll line up and wait. Runway, what are we looking at? 18 on the pavement, and behind GL44. That's the problem. It has happened to me before. By the time we get to the runway. What runway is this again?
Forgot. Sounds like something I would do.
You would think I mean, we heard it at least 12 times in front of us, so... Alright, but we'll be good to go here. We'll be good to go. Runway 18 is indeed painted on the pavement. That's all. Oh man, well, look at that Congo line. Oh, I feel for them. I feel for them. Alright, all my lights, so we're pretty much good to go here.
GL44 runway 18 clear for takeoff in confidence 1013.
Runway 18 clear for takeoff, GL44 assuming reporting 10,000.
Egypt Airlines 75
Okay,
behind the parking
well,
traffic.
alright, takeoff.
Runway 18 behind.
Lalipar way behind after departing traffic. Egypt Air 975 on runway 18.
Thrust set.
I can tell we're heavy. It's a little hot down there. Certainly compared to the minus 13 degree in Greenland. That's where we were 3 days ago. Woo woo woo.
100 knots.
Checked.
B1. Rotate.
Off we go. Follow the
Positive
flight
rate.
director. Gear up.
Player 1 report altitude.
Gears up.
Say again for player 1.
Player 1 report current altitude.
7,300 feet.
Yes, player 1 contact departure 134.25.
Oh,
Thanks, my guy.
Say again the frequency for departure.
Player 1 134.25.
alright, pitch down a little bit.
134.25.
Get the positive speed trend and then go thrust climb, climb auto thrust. So we've reached 1500 above the ground. So that's both the thrust reduction altitude and the acceleration altitude. So now we're trading off altitude, or at least the climb rate, for speed. Okay, passing out left, shooting for 170.
100 tower.
We entered visible moisture, but the temperature is well above the 10 degrees.
Check that 675.
Fisher 675 contact departure 134.25.
134.45. Check that 675. Bye.
Uzi 100 tower.
It's beautiful. Never
Uzi
been.
100 tower.
I mean, I've flown to a few places in Indonesia, but never this area.
GL44 contact departure 134.25.
Over to departure 134.25. Thanks for the CRS GL44.
Yeah.
Alright, flaps up.
Pretty.
Speed
Flaps
check,
are up.
flaps up. We'll do the turn. Aviate, navigate, communicate.
Loviate. I mean, communicate.
Alright. Departure GL44 passing altitude 5,400. Did I get a frequency wrong? I'm surprised I haven't. It might have been 124.25. I didn't catch the frequency. Okay, let's go autopilot on. The plane is on trim.
Good job, Egypt 975. Bye.
Let's see. Departure GL44 passing 6,900. It's the second time that. Alright, that's interesting. And the frequency I have don't make sense. 12775. And Tor, could you give us the departure frequency one more time?
Confirm GL44 hold.
Yeah, GL44 passing 9,000.
GL44, contact departure 134.25.
134.25 GL44. I mean, that's what he gave me, that's what I put.
575.
Oh, there we go.
2775, Jetstar 675, thanks, bye bye.
Bye bye.
The departure GL44 passing 10,000.
GL44, contact departure 127.75.
Over to departure 127.75 for GL44.
Okay, to weather.
Alright, even more frequency. So we passed 10,000, we can switch standard, we can if you can switch to standard, we can turn off our lights. That's 12725. Alright, that was a lot of effort for another transfer, because it took me too long. That's the frequency I was expecting. Departure GL44 on the SID passing flight level 118. Oh, don't tell me that. Maybe it's the call sign. It's Juliet Hotel Lima 44. What is going on? Well, let me check. I mean, I am on 127. Departure GL44 on the SID passing flight level 124. Man, this has been rough.
Departure ET975, passing 10,000 feet.
Departure GL44 on the SID passing flight level 130.
GL44, hello, contact departure 119.0.
Over to departure 119.0 GL44.
From 119.0.
What kind of change are we gonna get? They're trying to kill me.
China's 114.
Alright.
Gone.
Departure, good morning. GL44 Juliet Hotel Lima 44 on the Rumbo 1 Hotel departure passing flight level 148.
GL44 Manado approach, radar identified, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240 GL44. Okay, let's do the after takeoff checklist. Better late than never.
Landing gear.
Is up.
Departure, good morning.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
Packs are on.
1,200 feet for level
And
2,000.
you can do below the line.
Aero ref.
As set standard 3 time, reading 15.9.
Level 240 and
Oh boy,
turn left
Okay.
heading
that was something.
120.
Oh, this is exciting.
So level
Yeah.
240, heading 120
It's not the
to
first
left,
time, right? When we
then
flew out
975.
of, remember, out of Aruba. Out of Aruba. I think the controller was swamped, or they were doing a controller swap. And the frequency was quiet. That is a little bit of a challenge when they get really busy. They might ask for, hey, standby, don't call me. But if you just switch frequency and you didn't hear the standby, then it's dead silence. I don't know. Alright, we're at first climb nav, flight level, we've been cleared to 240, so we can ignore the 230 constraint. And that is blue. Oh, no, don't do that.
Ouch.
So yeah, some people, I mean, you can, if you jump on the,
Yeah,
no, but,
To read you, player 1.
it's impossible to read you, yes.
Player 1, say again.
I said it was impossible to read your last message, player 1.
Player 1, maintain flight level 240.
240, player 1.
Narina 2342 Manado identified, climb flight level 240.
Alright, well,
Hey, we'll head
here
away
we
at
are.
level
We are
240,
in the air,
level 240.
like we just don't care. The weather here, I have to say, here is beautiful. We've barely seen any kind of weather during all our flight, but 2 flights ago, coming out of Hong Kong, the team had to fly pretty close to a typhoon. So if you look on windy.com or other apps that might have that display weather radar, or it was. Well, thank you for the comment on the thumbnail. I try. Okay, we're headed to Gorno. At this point we can do a little bit of cleanup, mostly the ground chart from Manado. We don't plan to go back there. Hopefully we don't have any kind of failure or reason to go back there. At Gorno, we are on the Rumbo 1 hotel. So after Gorno we'll be headed to Rumbo. Well, once again, thanks for joining us, thanks for the likes, and should get a little smoother. Apologies for the part roughness. Guess it makes it more interesting. Keeps us awake after 6 days. So, air is pretty smooth. We're gonna turn the seatbelt sign off. Let our wonderful flight attendant do the work in the back. We'll let them take care of the passengers first, but they've been known to bring us hot nuts from the first class section, so... Alright, let me try to figure out the frequency, because that was a little rough to say the least. We're gonna be with this controller for a while.
Yes, 675 there, Rumbo.
Alright, Rumbo, Jetstar 675.
So we are on 119.0. The next center is gonna be Brisbane Territory Center. My goodness.
Egypt Air 9075, heading 180.
Right, heading 180.
That is 12385. So we have a little bit of time before we figure out all the frequency coming into Darwin. Oh man, there's a lot of aircraft in front of us. Let me see if I can give you a feel for that here. There's still arrival into Manado.
GL44, climb level 350.
Climb fly level 350 GL44. Alright, let's keep going. And pull, so thrust climb, open climb, altitude flight level 350 blue. So let's continue to climb. It's the climb. Yeah, let me give you a big picture here.
Jetstar 675, due to separation for now, turn left heading 145.
Left heading 145, Jetstar 675.
So yeah, it's a busy event. It's a wonderful charity event. This is the 25th year going. Started in Australia with a few teams. Has now grown to more than 24 teams. So people will do the entire routes. In this year edition, 42 legs. and raising money for different charities over those 25 years. I've heard that total to more than $1 million US, so pretty impressive.
2,000 for 5,000.
And our team supports the Corporate Angel Network charity here in the US. A charity that connects cancer patients with owners of corporate jet, corporate fleet, and other aircraft, so that they can get seats and transport for free to specialized treatment center, to a specific hospital to get a second opinion. As you can imagine, the emotional stress is already very, very high for those who are facing a possible diagnostic or who have been diagnosed with cancer. And this Corporate Angel Network, so CAN, helps certainly reduce some of the worries and financial burden, especially for people who live maybe a little far from a commercial airport, or who don't necessarily have the mean. And as I mentioned, they can travel for free. There's obviously more demand than offer, and so anything we can do to help the Corporate Angel Network is most welcome. This is the organization I've been supporting for the last 3 years, the 3 years we have done WorldFlight. I know some of you in the chat have already donated. 2 ways to donate. If you look in the description, you can find a link to initially our website, just to give you a quick instruction, but the CAN website is really easy to use. The only thing we ask is that in the comments, in the notes, you put the WorldFlight 24, so WF24, very simple, 4 keystrokes, WF24, and so that we can trace back and report to the WorldFlight committee or result in terms of fund raised. If you want a quick and easy way, simpler than that, you can actually donate on this channel, on this YouTube video, by using Super Chat or by buying a membership or gifting a membership, and Captain Tango will match, I will match dollar for dollar any donation we have, and already had a few through that channel as well, so
and
I
we
am
greatly
happy.
appreciate those donations.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So as we climb out of Manado, you can see our GL Air fictional livery. Our aircraft is based in Germany, where the rest of the team, the 3 other pilots, Captain Romeo, Captain Mike Delta, and Captain Pero, who also have full-size A320 cockpit, so we fly the same aircraft. We just pass the torch back and forth, and this is our livery. So let's go back in the cockpit really quick. Center on 134.25 GL44.
Turn 1 on whiskey, turn left heading 150.
Alright, another frequency. Okay, this maybe I'd call that guy too early. I don't know. I mean, I've scribbled like 7 frequencies by now. And
it was getting passed off and passed off.
Yeah, I think I called it too early. 13425.
You are not my respect. Contact radar 1150.
Ujung Pangtal Control, Player 1, flight level 320, direct Itami.
Negative, sir, negative. This is control calling Aircat 738 Whiskey. You are wrong my frequency. Contact radar 128.1.
One more frequency. There's no guarantee.
Ujung Control, Player 1, do you read me?
I don't know why that sounds funny.
Hey, I'm not the only one.
Papa Yankee 1, Quack Identity.
Quack Identity? What's that?
Enter GL 44 Juliet Hotel Lima 44 passing flight level 279er for flight level 350 inbound Idami.
Juliet Hotel 44 standing by. Foxtrot Papa Yankee 1, identified continue class, 370.
Foxtrot Papa Yankee, which is player 1, thank you.
Juliet Hotel 44, report position.
GL 44 is 47 nautical miles from Idami, passing flight level 285 for 350.
GL 44 radar ident, continue class, 350.
Continue climb to flight level 350 GL 44. I think that's what he said. I have to say it's kind of hard.
Climbing flight level 370.
Jetstar 675, report your
Corrected you if you're wrong.
squawk ident, please.
Yes, supposedly, but the same way I might not. There's a bias, right, from the controller that he hears what he told you, because 99%, or maybe not. So it's tricky. It's tricky.
You got a compliment on your thumbnails.
Yes, I saw that.
Tell him
thank
how
you.
much time you
But
spend making
yeah.
this.
675 radar ident, maintain successful.
Yeah. It's
That's one of the things that he, you know,
Maintain flight level
comparing
350.
to WorldFlight, there's a whole lot of things. He has a huge to-do list. It takes a long
Good junk,
time. And the
radar
thumbnails is something that
morning again, Egypt Air
spends a lot of time on,
975
actually.
heavy. Currently flying
Yes.
level, 329
I mean, this
for
week is a busy
350
week because
on
everything
heading
happened in just 1
145.
week. But the month leading to an event like that include the planning. So we get the routes from the WorldFlight team. If you are actually interested in flying some of those, there are the default routes during this week in SimBrief. So if you use SimBrief, like most of us do, that's convenience. But as you know, with the ARAC, there's always a chance, and it did happen on a couple of routes, that there are changes. So you can only prepare that much in advance. I print a few of the charts just to make it a little easier, especially the ground chart, the airport chart, and at least my expected SID, star, and approach. I have a tablet with Navigraph, but my experience with previous edition is that having a few things printed is saved me here and there. Then there's the sim aspect, which is usually verifying that the scenery is okay, is kind of matching the real world chart. If not, there's freeware. Some I get payware scenery. Some of the airports that I expect to visit more in the future.
Just a lot.
Yes, and then that just to that's just to go through the event. As I mentioned, we have a team of 4 cockpits, which is on
meetings. There's a
planning
meeting,
planning
meetings.
for you know, the roster, basically who's gonna get what, and how do we divvy up. And we all have to say this year was particularly challenging because we're 7 hours apart, but some of the legs were 5 hours, so it was kind of hard to find a convenient time. It was either someone flying into the night, we're talking 2-3 in the morning, or somebody starting at 3 or 4 in the morning.
So quick question, in previous world flights, I mean, is it unusual for them to have such long legs?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the number
I guess maybe they
the
just weren't at the exact wrong time like they were
yeah.
this year.
So last year there were more legs, so on average I'll be shorter. They make sure that the route, each and every leg is kind kind of accessible. It can be flown with like a mid-size, like an A320 or a 737, possibly using econ range.
As far as viable airport.
Yeah, well, the airport is you know, that's for the big guys. The 747, where the constraint would be. For us, it's just the distance, and also you have seen the traffic, so we're asked to carry 90 minutes of extra fuel. So, for example, yesterday I flew from Honolulu to Wake Island, as I mentioned earlier. That's a 4.5 flight, something like that. But our diversion airport was 2 hours away, so that's 5.5 tons of fuel right there. And then on top of that, I was supposed to carry 90 minutes, and we were short, I think, 400 kilograms. So for now, I originally managed the climb, or the plane. I let the plane manage the climb. I'm crossing kind of the slow climb level, at least at 1,000 feet per minute. That's why you might have noticed I've switched to a vertical speed of 1,000.
We're seeing a contrail.
They're still trying to sort out the traffic and get us all in line, because on the departure they can give us different vectors, but at one point in time they need to merge us. Now, the departure part is tricky because at lower altitude there's not much difference, but as we get higher we'll be assigned different altitude. So, but once again, as everybody used SimBrave, pretty much everybody ends up at the same flight level. On the flight yesterday, I think we had flight level 340 filed, and we were told 340 is not available, 320 is not available, so it's either 300 or 360. Okay, we're approaching Idami. One of the things we do, and where it's convenient to have a printout, is a fuel check. Because we do have plenty of fuel on board, but we want to make sure we're not using it all. Almost done with the center tanks. Alright, Idami at so 27 minutes into the flight. Flight plan had us here at 27 minutes, so we're right on the money. Fuel left, 11.9 ton is the fuel on board, and the fuel used, which we can read from the lower cam, is 1.9. So that's a delta of 200 kilogram less. We have used 200 kilogram less. So the flight plan had a fuel on board, estimated fuel on board of 11.7 ton, and we're showing 11.9, so that is all good. We're leveling off, so Mac alt cruise, we're at flight level 350, so now we are going pedal to the metal. We'll slowly accelerate to Mach decimal 8.1, which is as close to the barber line as I'm willing to go, the barber pole. And another thing I would do is switch the TCAS to below. You might see, I mean, for this particular situation, it might be better to keep these guys on our TCAS. Typically the reason for switching to the TCAS to below at your cruise level is because it's if you need TCAS in an emergency, it's most likely that you need to go down, so that's why you want it already on below. Which is a good time to talk about our ATSO feature, right? Infocrafty?
Yes.
We love the new ATSO feature. There we go. That's gonna basically display, instead of simple Infocrafty is amazed at the fact that so you can see it increased substantially your situational awareness as a pilot, because now you have direction of flight, which in this particular case is not hard to guess. We're kind of all fighting for the road to Darwin, but if we want, we can then select some specific who took off in front of a Jetstar. I think it was Jetstar. So we can do a traffic select, and he has been vectored a little bit left of course. and we can find his bearing and distance from our current position. So it has 095. We saw, yeah, he's right there, right? I know on the screen. No, you can see it on the left screen. So we know that's this is a new feature, so there's still little things they need to polish. Normally, instead of just Juliet Echo, which tells me just star, because I know enough about the bug, it should be the call sign. But so in that case, what is it? Juliet Sierra Tango, I think, for Jetstar. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have the relative altitude, so that also is a challenge with multiple SIM connecting to one network, right? I would probably expect most people to be in 2020, but certainly some users are using Explain, P3D, some are still using FSX, and VATSIM is all inclusive, so there's clients for all of those, so you can connect from any of these simulation platform, and that in itself is only half the problem. The next part of the problem is how the aircraft is modeled, because based on the model of the atmospheric properties, so the drop in pressure and the influence of temperature, different aircraft would model that kind of at a basic level or more advanced level, and that would justify why there's an offset. But if you use your favorite VATSIM client, you should be able to see that all this traffic is properly spaced by the usual 2,000 feet.
So just out of curiosity, why is my display
because
different than yours?
it's
That's not-
totally independent.
Okay.
So if you want to do it, you would go to the MACD traffic, and you will do the same thing. And
Oh,
then
it's a
you
setting.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
And
now
I
I can
think
go
you
back
can
to F-plane?
hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay.
You can select. Yeah, I don't know why it is. It because you select. As I said, there's still a little bit of.
And you're saying like this should, where it says JE, it should have some different.
It should have the call sign, and
Okay.
I don't know why switch it's yours, switched mine. It's back. It's not supposed to be like that. Well, actually,
Oh, bueno.
ooh. Oh, there we go.
Huh.
At this point in time, I'm not patient enough. There we go. Yeah. Oh yes, I know why. That is not a bug in their system. That's because I'm also streaming your MCDU. So the cockpit is comprised of 3 different computers. The most powerful one is responsible for the visuals that we have around us on these 3
75-inch monitors.
That's right. 4K TVs, and we try to run as little as possible beside Microsoft 2020 on that computer. And then I have 2 extra computers networked. One runs the captain side and the screen on my side, and plus the eCam, and the other one runs FOCrafty side.
Okay.
And I'll let you guys count the number of screens that we have.
A lot.
Yes.
Didn't you count it? Do you know what the number is?
Yeah, well, it depends what we want to count.
Yeah.
So there's the 3 out there. The bare minimum is the 3 out there. Technically, this is just one screen, the PFD and the eCam and all the ISIS and DDRMI same. So 1, 2, 3 to do that, and then the 2 MCDUs. So that's 5 inside, 3 outside. That's already 8.
But some of those are split up into multiple screens.
Yeah, they have.
With different things on them. So.
Then if you count the EFB that I have, that's one more. I've implemented a little. We're not using it as a DCDU anymore, but that is a 5-inch touchscreen. So that's his own thing. My plan is to have actual DCDU.
Right.
Yeah. Then we each have our own tablet monitoring, the ROD, the schedule, and the stream. So there are a few screens. And that's just
not the one. That's what is in front of us. We have more screens behind us.
So I have my regular. So there's like 15 screens in this room, but my desktop computer has only 1 screen. then I have my GSIM has 4 screens. So, and we're not even counting our cell phones. So,
Yeah. Looking at that.
welcome
I've
to the
already
21st
completed
century.
Today's mini, the Wordle,
Oh no!
strands,
What are we gonna do?
and
What are we gonna do?
tiles. What else did I do?
All right. So what's the last chat? Do I have an issue with the chat, or
It's the
is it
thumbnails.
my guy edits the thumbnail? Okay, okay. All right. So
Sometimes there's a delay on the chat for Captain Tango.
yeah, not sure why.
Because Captain Tango's flying.
Yes. It's almost the same. Oh, it's a disease. Yes, yes, yes. You're totally right, Pat. And you know what I'm talking
It's
about because you have the
almost
same
a
disease too.
sickness. That's funny.
And I hope it's contagious. I sure hope it's contagious. So I've really not been doing my duties here. Should have checked the flight plan, RadNav, we didn't do anything. So for now we still have one, but there's airport closer. We passed an island off our left, but I don't know if there's suitable airports there. Okay. I swear I saw an island. Yeah, yeah, there's an island to our left. Oh, it's getting bumpy. Seatbelts? Seatbelts.
Oh, a little bit, man. Where were we?
Oh, Quito, the arrival
bad.
into Quito. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the approach into Quito, Ecuador, Sierra Echo, Quebec, Mike.
It was really windy,
you
and the
start
plane was just
rocking.
doing this. Yeah.
Because when you come in, you're above the mountains. Mostly, you head south. So the mountain, the closest mountain range for that approach, because Quito is really kind of encircled by mountains. You come from the north, but you have to land towards the north most of the time. So you hug the mountain chain on the right, and you start at 18,000, and the field is below 8,000. So you have to lose 10,000 feet in not too many track miles, maybe 30, 35, something like that. And so it was really bumpy until we were kind of below the peaks. Plus that was at night. A lot of traffic. Some
It's so
go-arounds.
weird to flying during the day.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is the first time I've
Okay.
been. I think this is the first flight
I mean,
I've
yesterday.
been in
Oh,
during the
okay.
day, because that was
The
daylight.
very first ones.
Oh, the first
in
one?
Australia. The first one
Oh,
in
those were during
Australia
the
was
day.
during the day. Hold on. Okay, he's chatting with this guy, right?
Oh, Honda Jet. It's amazing you can stand to stay in that room for more than 5 minutes due to all the screen heat.
I
Maybe
know.
good in the winter, yes.
I mean,
Does get
you know,
kinda hot.
we live in Texas, so we can just step outside to be reminded, hey, even in this room it's cooler.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe not at
But
this
it
time
does
of the
get
year,
kinda
but
warm. And
it does.
that's one thing that, in hindsight,
Ah,
Captain
yes.
Tango wishes that he would have put AC in this room.
I mean, we have AC in the house, but yes,
An
there's a
additional-
lot of
So tell
poor
me again, what
dissipation.
exactly?
Hold
would
on,
it-
I need to
okay.
get a
Okay.
little bit.
Need some sterility in the cockpit.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Smoky Mountain Flight Simmer. Congrats on
Hey.
the last leg. Well, we're second.
Well,
to
there's
last.
one more.
Yeah.
No. You can't get rid of us that easily.
Thank you.
We're expecting another donor from you. Just kidding. You were very generous, so shout out to Smoky Mountain Flight Simmer.
Very nice.
So what I need to do is at least get my charts for Darwin out of here. We have our very secret GL Air WorldFlight red folder. But not only that, I kind of forgot we were going back to Australia. And the VAT pack, which is the VATSIM Asia Pacific, I guess, division gave us a briefing package that the company has probably put in here somewhere. There we go. So Captain Tango has some reading to do. That's my in-flight entertainment. So the first thing I'm gonna do is figure out how far we are. We're still showing 660 nautical miles, and that's without putting the arrival. So looking at a arrival time of 2:03, it's 0026 right now. So it's not too
So he said he's
close.
taking a new RJ for a spin.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
And hopefully for a spin is not, it's a figure of style and not a literally. So that would be bad. Okay, let's start with what we've been struggling the most, which is the radios. Whenever doing a controller switch again, because we're quiet. So my guess is as good as yours. 133. Well, that's what I had noted. Center 13. Oh, these are different. Oh my goodness. Brisbane is. Oh, maybe I was misreading. No, I'm completely confused. That's not good. So 123.85. Why is the frequency so quiet? So right now we're on 1.
Makes you nervous, doesn't it?
425.
Like,
Yeah.
are we in the right
Radio
place?
failure. We're going Nordo. It might be 1281. All right. Well, at least when we get close.
Player 1.
There we go.
Player 1 is. Oh boy.
What's up?
Player 1, this is Ujung. Request mark number.
So, approach departure into Darwin is 125.2, possibly.
GL44 Ujung, request mark number.
GL44 is doing Mach decimal 81.
GL44, Roger, thank you. Continue navigation. Player 1, Ujung, request
Thank you
mark
for
number.
being what? An
Can't
application?
understand.
I mean, I'm not worried. I mean, this guy's above us. This guy. I think player 1. No, that was just Star, right? I think this is player 1. Yeah, just Star is on our left. And player is a real airline that we figured out, right?
Yeah, Dave looked
we
it
don't
up,
know which
right?
one,
David
but
looked it up last night.
so now we're
Wasn't it Brazil? Or
so he's starting to think about how he can merge us and how he can. No, I think it was in the US or something
Oh,
like
was it?
sequence
Okay.
us.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway, I need to figure out how many radio frequencies.
Radar, Scandinavian 209, checking in with you again. We're at flight level 309 for 11,000 inbound.
So Darwin, and we don't want to win the Darwin award going down there. So we're gonna have tower, the over frequency delivery, and well, we'll need the ATIS as well.
It's rocking the plane.
Yeah, I know. I can feel it.
Wow.
133.1. Hopefully that's not gonna change. And ground, doom 12.8. Okay, so that should be good. Alright. So hopefully we got our frequency sorted out. It's a little early, but there's nothing wrong with that. We can go pick up the ATIS. I like to have it early to kind of start building a mental picture. And then also when I get multiple one, then I get an idea of the trend. So Y, we can start with a Y. We'll be back in Australia. What are we looking at? YPDN.
VIP11, calling.
This is VIP11.
VIP.
VIP11, continue descent flight level 330.
Alright, it is
on
shown.
control, play at 1. You asked me to contact you again. Here I am.
Yeah, because he asked you for your MAC number, player one. Don't sound irritated. I don't think.
Standing by VIP1, continue descent flight level 330.
I don't think he's irritated.
Descending to flight level
Player one?
Yeah.
Okay. He wanted to be clear? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
But they seem to be talking past each other.
Contact Brisbane radar 124.
Expect
123.85.
approach into runway 11.
3.85. Thank you, sir. With the French
Okay.
baguette 2 for Whiskey Foxtrot.
Is that a real baguette or not French enough, the accent?
It's not. It's not.
It's not
that
the
wasn't
Pepe Le
very
Pew?
Frenchy. No, it's not the Pepe Le Pew.
Jetstar
They all
675 with a request.
Okay.
To brush up on their Pepe Le Pew French
Yeah,
accent.
because French baguette is a
To
fan.
entertain us
Yeah.
on VATSIM.
They're a fan favorite for the last 2 years, and they've really embraced their French identity and a little bit of French accent, to say the least. But over the years, yeah, I don't
Lost their
know.
French accent.
The-
It's no bueno.
Beyond 109er, contact Brisbane radar 123.85.
123.85, Brisbane radio.
Is-
Beyond 109, g'day.
Is that what we should get? It's one of the magic frequencies that came out of my 8-ball here. Alright, we'll see. Let's try to do what we can to, so we know it's runway 11, which makes sense at least for the incoming flow. Vevan ILS? They don't, if I remember. Vevan RMP. What's that thing? Arnav, oh no, there's a million Arnav. Alright, we'll put Arnav Zulu runway 11 for now. And my money is on the Anupa 1 Alpha arrival. No, I don't know, the transition might be a little funky.
So are you plugging in waypoints? Is that what
I'm
you're doing?
plugging the arrival and the
Okay.
so the star, which is the standard terminal arrival route, and then a specific approach.
Jetstar 675.
Okay, we'll see. We'll do no. DRWWE would be my best guess. So for now, this is not our clearance. This is just because our flight plan had a all the way over the field, I think. So technically, we're cleared to the Delta Whiskey. Is that what it is? Vior?
What did you pay another 5?
Delta November Darwin 112.6. So he's asking for MAC number. He's asking for us if they can climb.
Climb to level 370.
We could accept 370. The plane tells us our recommended max is flight 3. No, we're at the optimum. I like that.
And
But
are we at the fastest that we can? Is that
yeah,
0.81 the
yeah,
fastest we can go?
yeah. I mean, unless we start throwing things at
Passengers?
people, yeah, luggage first maybe, but
Alpha Mike
I want to throw
November,
some passengers over. Let the little man fly.
okay,
Game of Thrones.
okay.
2122, request out of cockpit 10 minutes.
Okie dokie. So yeah, they've not even put us all back in one line.
Seabird 24 Mike, climbing flight level 3.
So that's gonna be hot ziggity dog. Okay, once we know more about our arrival, we can brief that. The key into Darwin, as I mentioned earlier, it's a single runway airport, so that's a challenge,
get
right?
congested.
Kansas 156.
Okay. Well, technically, I'm sure somebody is gonna fact check me. Technically, it's 2 runway, but for a jet, it's really. I mean, the shortest runway is only 5,000 feet, so.
Okay, there's one viable runway for
they're gonna use
WorldFlight.
apparently 11 or 29, but 11. And so the challenge, we did not this particular flight. I don't remember where we left from, but somewhere else in Indonesia. But we flew to Darwin, landed on 29, vacated right into or not into the terminal, but towards the terminal. On our way out, which we would do tonight as well, that meant we had to cross the runway to get to the taxiway because there's no taxiway on the north side that goes all the way. So I'm gonna vacate because we're coming on 11's flipped. I'm gonna vacate right. Hope they parked us there. I hope they parked us there. So we'll see what we can do. Well, we can negotiate with the controller. Alright, so here's my briefing package. I'm sure F4 Crafty has read and memorized all this, but probably a good idea if the captain does it too. Like VATPAC, pilot briefing.
No, I have not read.
You have not read generic pilot information, PDC.
What is it?
I mean, I'm not.
Why do you have?
It's the VATSIM Australia Pacific WorldFlight 2024 pilot briefing. So we received. I mean, they're well prepared. There's even. Is it time for fuel check? Yeah, or next to point is far. So we're at Alpha Mike November.
Oh, is that where they put all like kind of rules and guidelines
Yes.
and stuff like
yeah,
that?
and what is specific?
All this so that people know when they're breaking the rules.
That's right.
Know which rules to break.
Exactly. They can 10.6. Okay, and fuel use 3.2.
Do you have a message to pass?
Okay, now the delta is 0. So I know we got an extra passenger. So E would be my first candidate if we really need to get, to lose weight. But the extra passenger we got originally, we got a +1, and we were a little heavier. We must have got also some extra freight. Yeah, the luggage, but even because I think we were like 300 or 400 more than the initial. I mean, we didn't have to recalculate fuel, but okay, charts, we got them. PDC, so they use PDC, pre-departure clearance. Obviously, for this flight, doesn't matter, but for next it will. Fuel planning requirements. An additional 90 minutes of holding fuel or greater is required for all legs during WorldFlight. We have 2 hours and 37 minutes of extra fuel. Checked. Nav data, you need the latest. Parking size, you can only park, don't use the big spot for a little guy like us. Okay, this is specific. The leg 1.
Do you do this for every flight, or
no? It's just for our friends in Australia. So just for the legs in Australia.
Oh.
That's YPAD to perf. So this at least we can superbly ignore. What else do we have? No, that was the next one. Okay, there we go. WAM to YPDN. That's WorldFlight. Oh, this time they are using taxiway grass.
Okay.
So if you're new to WorldFlight, might be a little surprised to hear taxiway grass or taxiway snow. Those are kind of necessities. They call it taxiway white if it's snow? Depends. I've heard it different way. So we're catching up with this guy, right? Can they see them?
So
No,
they
they
do
can't
a little
see it.
four-wheeling on the.
Yeah, because if not, the flow. I mean, I'm sure they learned that from last year, as I was mentioning, right? We had to cross and then go down.
Yeah.
There were landing traffic, departing traffic, and crossing traffic. It is just too much. Okay, we must cross Anupa at 250 knots, unless advised by ATC. So that's Anupa, so 250. We'll change it if we get any speed relief there, but... A380 Super, that's not us. Okay, so there's not much. It's just taxiway grass. Okay.
We have been advised.
Well, there's more things for departure. We should probably anticipate.
Okay.
The next one, departure information. We have the route following SID, depending on what they use. So we know it's gonna be 11. So it's gonna be the RAPEC 2. So we're trying to do a quick turnaround. So anything we can do for that. Once again, taxiway grass. But that means they would only do intersection takeoff. Intersection takeoff. Because even with taxiway grass, that held for 29er, but they're using 11. At least there is a little bit of a taxiway that goes. So, but that would shorten the runway length. All right, and then for our arrival into Port Moresby, there's another 250 restriction at Gumbu.
At what?
Gumbu.
Like gumbo, like.
Gumbu? I mean G-U-M...
Cajun food gumbo?
I don't know. Alright. Okay. I'm saying that's all we need for now. So you see, we kept busy. We kept busy in the cockpit. Then... These are all departure thingy.
So we're still over an hour away?
Yes. An hour 15.
I might take a little breaky poo.
Okay, you want to take a little break? No, I need to be on the frequency, but
you want to mute?
keep company to... I'll mute your mic and we'll go on the inside view real quick.
London 11 Whiskey, ujung kontrol
Sure, sure.
Second, maximum Whiskey. London 11 Whiskey, request Mach number, sir.
0.80, maximum Whiskey.
London 11 Whiskey, roger, continue.
Continue 0.80, maximum Whiskey.
GPS 212, continue navigation.
Flight to the but step up to point level 370.
Sleeper 583, contact Brisbane radar 123.85.
Brisbane radar 123.85, stop 123, bye-bye.
Jet 10, contact Brisbane radar 123.85. Jet 10, contact Brisbane radar 123.85.
Alright, we're taking a little break with an external view. Yeah, that's the Jetstar, so we're back in business here. Behind him.
Another 175 standing by, break, nomadic 168, contact Brisbane radar.
Let me give you some of the screens at least.
123.85.
Why is this totally
105, contact Brisbane radar 123.85.
mad?
Trading 105, contact Brisbane radar 123.85, confirm high full day 310.
Okay, so the next frequency seems to be 123.85. So that's what I have in the radio.
Player 1, contact process direct Bukta. Bravo Uniform Tango Papa Alpha.
Telescope, Bravo Player 1.
But that's a waypoint on our route, so it's finally merging them, I guess. What about the traffic below us?
RK1,
It's clear, so...
RK1, 190 175, report position.
So there's a big gap. So in front of us. So there's this aircraft, another one, the pack of 3 that we've been kind of with since the get-go. But then there's a large gap. So it's kind of good and bad. 2 heavies there, so we're probably getting going faster than us. So that will keep them ahead. But he's gonna have to sort out the 3 of us. Well, he sent his player friend on a detour, if I understand correctly. But then there is a heavy that is catching us up. That's Egyptair 975, which is a 777. So he is happily doing. What's the speed? Ground speed is 496, yeah, and we're doing 473, so. Oh well. They'll sort it out, they always do. We end up sometimes with a lot of vector, like our arrival into San Jose, Costa Rica, but that was fun. Luckily we were at least in the group of 7 or 8 aircraft that was sent over the ocean. I think we went like 70, 80 miles out before being vectored back in, but at least we didn't get the hold. At one point in time they just decided to kept everybody else in the hold en route and sort it out, which was a good idea. So the speed difference here with our Jetstar friend above, he's doing 461, we're doing 473, but you can see even those 12 knots, that's taking a lot of time to overtake him from under. Jetstar typically fly the A320, I think, so yeah, that's what we had in front of us. So thanks again, guys, for joining us. Thanks for the likes. Do not hesitate. This is the next 20-30 minutes is your chance to kind of ask any question. Now I know Honda Jet was in the chat, and I told him to do fuel check, which I did. I told him to do equitime pon, which I didn't do, despite the fact that I usually do it. The equitime point in the Airbus is calculated by default between your departure airport and arrival airport. That's a good start at least. Now I can look at the wind data. That was really useful when on our previous flight we were sent to 360, but here we're expected 350, so I can use the flight plan. I'm gonna look at a waypoint prior 99 at 13, so that's the wind if we need to come back. And then 98 13, so really not a lot of difference. Alright, and as you can tell, it's mostly a crosswind, so
but it's pretty much all we got.
Try harder.
No worries, thank you.
Alright, we are entering visible moisture, but the outside temperature is below -40 degrees, so there's no problem with the ice or anti-ice. Let me see if I can get my little drone. Let me open the window and toss the drone out there and see what happens. So we can see the contrail from the aircraft on top, the Egyptair, which ultimately will catch us, but then above us is Jetstar. There we go, that makes for nice. Oh, for a nice glitch in 2020. Hopefully when we come out of this, boom, screenshot time. So VATSIM has made a lot of progress in the last few years in terms of the refresh rate. Let me see, is there a way I can't gobble him in my engine. Let's see. Maybe I'll spit him out. There we go. We'll spit him out there. Whoops. Alright. So it's good to go outside from time to time. This is the traffic on this airway. Quite busy. Taking our screenshot here. Thanks for good memories.
410 and my apologies for late being late in contacting you. I did not get a handoff.
Get a view of our beautiful A320. Little decal, the Captain Tango logo below my window right here.
Maintain current altitude.
So develop a livery specifically developed for us by Whiskey Throttle. So he has many liveries on flightsim.to. Very talented livery developer, so I certainly want to give him a shout out and appreciate his work here, especially doing a custom livery. Okay, let's get back into the cockpit.
Reducing to 75 Evelyn 8161.
Can hear on the frequency they're still asking people mostly to report their MAC number and possibly changing their speed, so this is all for sequencing.
Charlie Tango, maintain speed decimal 76.
Decimal 76, speedbird 6, Charlie Tango.
Soon we should see the contrail of Egypt here. So we passed, there's a triple sandwich here. Too bad we're not flying for French baguette. So we're just ahead, we passed the Jetstar, ahead of the Jetstar, we're still just ahead of the Egyptair 777. But we will see him pass us over.
Skyway.
So at least there's a slot for him in front of us. He's gonna have to sort out the Jetstar and ourselves, the controller. So. Oh, hello Jetstar. We got some good picture from you. Sorry, we're a little bit in a hurry here.
Confirm, are you able to maintain speed decimal 73?
We are able, but in kicks and packages, but we will.
We still got you on TCAS, I mean our ATSO feature, so...
73.
Now you're showing 425
request my number.
decimal 81 for GL44.
GL44, maintain speed 81.
Maintaining a Mach decimal 81, GL44.
Egypt Airliner 75, turn right heading 190, maintain speed decimal 87.
We are currently Mach decimal 87, we will maintain that, but say again, please, say again the heading please for Egypt Airliner 75.
Egypt Airliner 75 heading 190.
Okay.
190 to the right, Egypt Airliner 75.
Is that the Egyptair above us? So we could track him.
Was that Mach decimal 7 for Jetstar 675?
Jetstar 675, decimal 78.
Mach decimal 78, Jetstar 675. Cheers.
Yep. That's his turn to the right. So you can see how it improves our situational awareness. We can't see it quite yet.
YBR 23 Whiskey Hotel, hello, maintain 5370.
370,
Ooh, they're already vectoring, so the gap is gonna be used. There's a little bit of slack in front of us, so now in front of Egypt there, but there's 4 or 5 aircraft that have been sent on vector as far as I can tell already.
Egypt 75, proceed direct.
So Jetstar, if you're still with us, you will appreciate the fact that I'm using
44, turn right heading 210.
right turn heading 210 GL44.
Jetstar 675, turn right heading 210. Right heading 210, Jetstar 675.
Not a good thing, a bad thing. We'll see, sending the 3 of us over there. He's like, okay, that's a tomorrow problem.
Berlin 8161, contact.
So I was mentioning the fact that I use a program called a Pilot's Life, and I'm currently flying for Jetstar because I love flying in Australia and New Zealand. So when not flying for GL Air and WorldFlight, I am one of you guys. Alright, so we are flight level 350 turning on a heading of 210. That's the Egypter on our right. Oh boy. He's already, is that the player? I don't know who's over there. Okay, how far are we from Darwin? Okay, 400 nautical miles. Call that an hour if I had a guess. 203, it's 1:58 AM. Alright, we still have a good hour, but then it really depends how the arrival into Sydney work out. And you should actually be able to do in the chat, like if you use exclamation track, you get a link to VATSIM radar and it has our call sign, so you should see a web browser, and after it loads it should be center on our aircraft and should have the information about our flight, which will be more accurate than the overhead at the top of the screen.
Okay, we're happy to stop at 3.5 for the moment. Request 3.7 later.
YBR 23 Whiskey Hotel, confirm you are maintaining 350?
Yeah, we're going to maintain 3.2 if that's okay. Keep your issue down.
23 Whiskey Hotel, Roger, maintain 350.
Landing, very good morning, point 1471, Hotel 350.
It is bumpy here.
1471, maintain for level 350.
Still have the seatbelt sign on, that's good. So I use the command exclamation track, which then returns the link. There are other commands if you're curious about the sim, exclamation sim. We'll link to our webpage with more information about the sim, the build. Specifically if you want software info, exclamation software, the same for exclamation hardware. So that will give you direct links, hopefully answering some of the question you might have. If not, just post them in chat, or maybe we'll trigger some additional questions. We'll be happy to take those until it gets a little more busy on our way down. Alright, so maybe we've been clear direct Sydney. How far are we from Sydney?
Qantas 100, turn right heading 200, climb for level
So the two
410.
MCDUs are pretty much linked for a lot of things, but not for the custom waypoint you can put in the progress page. So I have our destination, Darwin, on my side. I just put Sydney. So it's still a good 2,000, good 2,000 mile. Better than the 8,000 mile we saw when we were in Europe. I forgot to check it in Greenland. That's probably close to the antipode. Although the antipode is actually more to the south. Well, we're getting closer. Final push to get to our starting point. It's a lot of work to get from gate 44 to gate 44 at the domestic terminal in Sydney, but it is a lot of fun. A lot of things happen when we look back at all these flights.
New Zealand 141, right heading 260.
Positive. The weather for us has been nice. There's some weather north of here, but I think we're kind of dodging it by going through Darwin before heading back up northeast toward Port Moresby. Decent amount of night flying, which is, you know, the norm for us. And interesting approach into Cairo. I don't know what was the reason for the low visibility. Pretty much at ground level, maybe a few hundred feet. It was like a sandstorm or something like that. But I mean, we didn't have any approach to minimum, but that was pretty low. And on top of that, the challenge was that the glide slope was not aligned with the PAPI, and the PAPI were right, the glide slope was wrong, and so we were like 200 feet above. I'm not sure exactly why, because the database in the aircraft is directly imported by from nav data from Navigraph, so it doesn't use any data from the SIM, other than which airport I have and that kind of thing. But it should be correct. So that was a little oopsie, but David managed. It's a long runway, so we landed it a little long, but no worries. We did landing in San Jose, Costa Rica, and that was at night, foggy, so that was interesting, especially after all the vectoring that I was mentioning earlier. Certainly didn't want to go around that one, and it's quite a fun go around if you have to do it, because you are facing kind of a ball of mountains and you have to do a hard right turn, 25-degree bank to get out of there. I did hear a few aircraft had to do the go around. Well, the sequencing game has started.
Right heading 280, you get quantity.
So,
Rocket Cargo 4765 inbound Rumbo, flight level 240.
it looks like this kind of point where they want everybody in line to help with the arrival, because it's the only way they can reasonably manage both arrival and departure. In some cases I've seen the arrival controller doing a fantastic job, but putting the aircraft still too close, and the departure, the tower couldn't clear anybody for takeoff, so that's not great either. At least we're on a 45-degree vector. There's a bunch of people on the 90-degree from our original track, and you can see we're already like almost 50 miles off track. I mean, we're still heading south. We'll take that as a positive. I'll take that as a positive. So now it makes it a little more challenging to do a fuel check, but I'm confident we're all good. Still showing 9.3 tons on board and almost 5 tons extra, so that's more than almost 2.5 hours. So no bingo fuel for us. The fuel is still happily sitting mostly in the well, we drank what we had in the center fuel tank, so the fuel is consumed. That's pretty much on any aircraft for roll stability. You use fuel from the center of the aircraft towards the end of the wing. So that looks good. Our hydraulics look good. Our 3 green, blue, and yellow. On a previous flight, we talked about why the green hydraulic level is showing much lower than the other one. In a nutshell, it has to do with the fact that the green in general has a lot of system on it, but one of those systems is the landing gear. And it takes a lot of hydraulic force and fluid to bring them back up, and some of that fluid gets kind of captured. And so it is totally normal that the green in flight is lower. It's still acceptable. Electrical, quick check, everything is humming happily. Pressurization, we're not super high, so the cabin altitude 7,000 feet. Delta P, system 1 is working. So we're on yet another flight, some discussion about the 2 systems, Sys1, Sys2, how they alternate from flight to flight, or you can switch in flight if need be.
Go ahead.
Lead is good. Our passenger doing 22 degrees C in the cabin, that's perfect. Engine, we would be looking at our oil quantity. Little anecdote, as you might have noticed, I have all the data in metric, in the SI system metric. The only one that I know of in the Airbus that is not is the oil quantity, and that is in quart. See the temperature, degrees C, the fuel used in kilogram. So no message on the cam, so everything is good. It seems like we might be out of the bumps. We'll give them a chance to move around the cabin, use the bathroom. On one of our flight, we had a little failure of the bathroom fan, so using the ProSim software, you can simulate a lot of different failures, various systems, including more than 200 circuit breakers. So all kinds of fun stuff can happen. We don't need that extra layer during WorldFlight, so all the failures are turned off. No random failure here. The side stick failure was actually coming from a USB not recognized in Windows, so that was something. And then yesterday we lost power to the room for a second, but it doesn't take long for all these computer and screen to give up, so we had to restart everything and start back in flight. So
Roger, turn right, heading 280 degrees.
Yep, lots of different adventures. Alright, come on, left turn. 180 at least. Can do it.
The next sensor is 1471, responding to a heat alert, which is descending to flight level 320.
Then 1471, turn right heading 20.
What do we have around here?
Flight turn 200, turn 1471.
A lot of water, but not as bad as the flight from Honolulu to Wake Island. There are some islands here, but I don't see too many airports. Alright, there's at least one here.
Affirm, turn left heading 180, speed Mach decimal 7.
So we talk about the ditching push button in one of our episode flights. So I got challenged via donation to push the ditching button in flight because I had no idea what would happen. So. Do you want to see what happens? I mean, we're back to a little donation here, or you can go find that video.
JL44, turn left heading 150, maintain speed decimal 76.
Turn left heading 150 and then decimal 76 on the speed, JL44.
Affirm.
Our lovely FO was just coming back exactly at the same time. It never failed. Okay, are we good? Alright, welcome back. Oh no, that hurt.
Heading 150.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so we have to slow down. That will help them. Basically we get the equivalent of a direct Anupa, which is the first waypoint on the Anupa 1 Alpha. If I remember correctly, yeah. Oh, Neptune 11 Whiskey.
Neptune 11 Whiskey, standby, brake, prayer 1, turn left heading 150.
You want to move yours? Yeah.
Qantas 100, what's up for me?
So welcome back, First Officer Crafty.
Thank you. That was so cool that we got joined by the Jetstar.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And then I was curious about, you were saying you fly Jetstar in a pilot's life.
Yes.
Maybe you could talk about your pilot's life.
My pilot's
adventures.
life?
Yes.
Why don't you call about the pilot's wife?
I know all about the pilot's wife.
You're living the pilot's wife life.
Living the pilot's wife.
Heading 160,
so,
fake pilot's life. No disrespect.
Yeah, a real fake pilot at least.
That's right.
Take that part seriously. Yeah, Pilot's Life is a piece of software. I think it's Simbit World, the developer.
Yes.
But if you just Google it, some of you guys might be actually using it. I would be curious to know. And so, yeah, I've been an early adopter. Used version 1. They're version 2. After a while in the hobby, you kind of have done the flights you want to do, and it's like, okay, where am I going to fly today? And joining a virtual airlines, which I highly recommend. A few of us here on the chat and in the cockpit are member of the Mirage Executive Charter, MEC. So fly Mirage va.net.org. I never know. Shame on me. But Pat is gonna put it in the chat if he's still there, and then he will kick me off the server. But that's fine. So joining a VA virtual airline is a good way to get ideas for routes. Some mimic real world airlines or real world routes. If you want, like me, want to fly, you know, narrow body, maybe flights 1 or 2 hours, that would limit, right? If you want to fly for American, then you fly in the US. If you want to fly for EasyJet, then you fly in Europe or in Asia. But
pick your airline.
There, exactly. With Pilot's Life, you climb the ranks from a junior first officer, get to apply to real world airlines, and then you can select, and you get a schedule that is based on that airline. But the benefit is that you can change airlines. So I've flown in North America, I've flown in Europe, I've flown in, as I mentioned,
what are some of the airlines?
I started in version 2. I was lucky. I started with kind of the baby company of British Airways. Forgot how they're called. I was based in London City. So the 320 is not certified or qualified to go into London City, but you know, it's the same. So I was flying in and out of London City, and then yeah, I should have printed my list, but I did a long stint in South America. which I would highly recommend checking out South American.
What were your favorite airports
Colombia,
there?
well, it's too many, right? Bogota and Medellin and Cali and you name it. I discovered that Colombia has some islands, you know, I didn't know that. So
now I know.
There you go. Had a great time with Azul in Brazil.
So Neil MUK said City Flyer.
City Flight, thank you. That is indeed the yeah, City Flyer. That sounds like the KLM. Doesn't KLM have also?
Oh, that's the name
maybe
of
they're
the
part
UK,
of
the baby
the British Airways
Oh,
kind of.
okay.
Yep. And I've done Air New Zealand. I've done Jetstar. I've done well, Qantas doesn't have too many. So those are my go-to. I want to do some flying in around Indonesia actually.
Turn right heading 270, speedbird 24 Mike.
Alright, well they're starting to sort out things. I mean they had to add track miles to a bunch of WorldFlight land, but that's understandable.
Because the KLM had City Hopper.
Oh, City Hopper. Oh, come on. Yes, thank you. You are totally correct.
Player 1, are you still with me?
Player 1? We lost the player.
Player 1, turn left
It
heading
just reminds me of like
180.
whenever you're playing a arcade game.
It's the default name,
Yeah.
Player 1. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can use the side stick, and on this display you can change your 3-letter name.
Yes,
Because before Player 1 it was only 3. I mean, we're kind of dating ourselves, but
Player 1.
at least you can enter like not a ICAO code for the airline, but you can enter the IATA code. So
Anyway.
I think ours is LL. I think for GL.
Okay, so back to Pilot's Light. You were telling
Yeah,
us
I mean,
about
it's-
all
it's-
your airports in Colombia. And
Yeah, Brazil.
what other airline?
Avianca. I did for Colombia, and then Azul in Brazil.
So do you have a rough
so
estimate of how many
Oh, it's all
miles you have?
oh,
Or is it hours or miles?
hours, miles,
Yeah.
airports.
They have
there's
all the
some-
stats.
Yeah.
Any idea?
No.
A lot. Okay, so
Probably
Neil
around 1,500, maybe a
Says
little
he's at
more.
work at London Heathrow.
Hey.
0117 in the airfield operations control room, so passing the time watching you. I
Did you
decided to
join
show
us last year, Neil?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. And my guy is back.
Welcome back,
That's awesome.
my guy.
Yes, because we remember someone from the tower before.
Yeah.
I'll bet it's the same guy.
Yeah, I have to say I tend to go to Gatwick or London City. Mostly in my flying adventure. In real world, I mean, we flew through London not too long ago, so. Alright, we're gonna get switched. I don't know if this controller disappeared. Ooh, he gave up. The arrival, the center control, Brisbane center is like, you guys have fun, Unicom. Not, we'll see what happens. Okay, I gotta start thinking about how we're gonna get down there at one point in time.
1, 2, 3, correction.
1, 2, 3.
Unicom?
Contact Brisbane 123.85.
He's like,
see you next time.
I have nobody on my radar screen.
123.85, if you turn 975.
So we will be next in line.
Thank you, see ya.
Radar, 914.
Okay, then we really need a. Is there?
It's
What's
so
so for?
funny
Hold
that-
on.
4071, my apologies. I think I cannot back to the course. Expect other factor until next controller.
So I want some situational awareness with first
JL 44, contact Brisbane 123.85. See you next time.
Over Brisbane 123.85. Thanks for the great service, GL44.
So you're gonna
Thank
plug
you
in
very
some
much. See you next time.
data?
Yeah.
Agent there 975,
Okay, so Jitari was in front of me, so I give him the time to check in.
Just stand by for me just for a moment. Your tag is
We got a
flying up.
standby, so this is 14,
Take your time, no problem. You can
21, 60, 75.
Subject 1,
Okay, oh, that's right on the money. Especially that we are off track, I'm trying to figure out when we will need to start our descent. I mean, we still have a good distance, but things are gonna get faster and faster from here.
Standby star, flight level 130 and 260 on conversion, Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo, we're descending now.
American 168, descend over star 10,000, the Darwin QNH 1012.
Send 10,000 by Star QNH 1012, Nomadic 1.
Brisbane Center GL44 flight level 350 on 150 heading and Mach .76.
GL 44 centigrade 8 standby.
Funny all the different pronunciations you get. G-hell.
Yeah, I know. The funniest one was Jello.
Jello.
We got called Jello 44. So I thought I was good. we have approached the Jello company for some partnership.
And I'm thinking our call sign needs a little pizzazz. Maybe Jello.
Jello 44.
Go from Jello, from G-hell to Jello. I don't know. Or Wiener Schnitzel. We need a little pizzazz. We need to compete with the
French
baguette.
Yeah. Okay, this guy is trying his hardest to sort it out. You see, on my Android phone, I can't.
Cherry Jello, I like that. Cherry Jello.
Oh, that seems disgusting.
975, present position, reclear direct Anupa. Direct Anupa from current position, Egypt 975.
Yeah, I don't know from where else you could get it direct, but I guess that's the correct terminology. I mean, we're pretty much on a heading to Anupa, so that guy did a really good job.
Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo, December the star 10,000, the connection is 1012.
So we're hearing 1012, but let's get an updated ATC one more time.
Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo.
Not this way.
KLM 261, descend via the star 10,000, the QNH 1012, speed 270 knots on conversion, please.
Is this star 1? I'm confused about that.
Descend to flight level 10,000 feet, QNH 1012, and speed 250 on conversion. KLM 261.
And Berlin 8161, just turned right, heading 220 vectors for 2 minutes.
Height heading 220, Evelyn 8161.
Egypt Air 975, start clear.
Go ahead.
Egypt Air 975, Arupa 1 Alpha arrival, Anupa 1 Alpha arrival from runway 11, when ready to descend via the star flight level 250. Roger, Anupa 1 Alpha arrival, when ready to descend flight level 250. Confirm the approach for runway 11? An ILS approach. It's up to you which one.
Oh, there's an ILS?
Roger, ILS approach, runway 11.
Well, we'll figure that out.
1 Alpha arrival, and descending level 250 when ready, to 975.
Possibly?
Nomadic 168, contact approach 134.1, have a good one.
I was expecting Anupa 1 Alpha, that makes sense.
Contact 1 Victor Bravo in turns, approach 134.1, get out.
1341, Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo, good day.
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, request descent.
Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango, thanks for descend via the star flight level 130.
Are those?
Descend via star flight level 130, Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango.
Are they hiding under VOR Zulu?
Berlin 8161, thanks very much for that. Recleared direct Anupa.
Direct Anupa, Berlin 8161. Can you say me the ground speed of the slow aircraft in front of me?
370 knots, but he should be doing 270. It's just you're a lot higher than him.
Roger. Then I'm trying to stay slower, Evelyn 8161.
8161, thanks. Guys, 20 whiskey, when ready to send by the south flight level 130.
When ready to send by south 130, so whiskey, so whiskey.
I'm not sure there's an ILS.
Callan 261, increase speed 280 knots.
Increase speed to 80, KLM 261.
Yeah. Now when I contact the controller for the first time and then don't respond immediately, I spell our call sign.
Yeah,
Juliet
yeah,
Overlay
that
Map
helps.
because yeah.
I know it helps.
I mean it's in the notes and all that, but not be.
GL44 south clear.
Go ahead for GL44.
GL44 Anupa 1 Alpha arrival for runway 11 when ready to send by the south flight level 260.
GL44 is clear for the Anupa 1 Alpha arrival into runway 11 when ready to send flight level 260. Alright, we've been clear for the start, not the approach. We still at 3.5. So we have to kind of back calculate. That's why I use the altitude constraint. There's no hard constraint. NBAB is at or below flight level 140. So I think I was wrong on this RNP Zulu. We're not doing 29er. I think what we're gonna do now, we have our official clearance. Don't think there's gonna be any
Evelyn 8161,
ILS
is that
here.
speed okay for you?
I like the idea of the RNAV Tango, of course, into 1-1. Anupa,
because I'm struggling to manage the speed.
Yeah, there's 8,000 feet between you, so it's actually expected to have such a different speed. You should be able to slow down a lot more when you get a bit down a bit more.
Hold on, that's not
yeah, okay, then that's the
what I
call.
sign
Yeah,
up for.
I'm able when I'm slow, Evelyn 8161.
I'm a little...
Qatari 12, just requesting to step away for 3 minutes. Qatari 12...
Well, I was hoping, usually you want the end of your
Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
start to end up at the beginning of your approach.
Singapore 552, are you on the frequency?
Okay, alright, here.
Ethan, we are.
There's a million approaches.
Singapore 552, don't know why you're descending in that case. Just do me a favour, climb flight level 250 and left heading 040.
RNAV X-ray seems to be an option.
We were given descent to flight level, descent to 11,000, we'll climb back up.
Let's try.
Okay. My apologies in that case. The previous controller didn't advise me that you were there. I only just saw you now. Apologies.
Do you have a heading for
RNAV X-ray 11. Anupa 1 Alpha.
Heading 320, and I'll
Kitty.
give you vectors
Hello,
for
Kitty.
another arrival into runway 11.
But we're gonna go Nasux.
Heading 320, Singapore 552.
Yeah. Because we are on that, that's fine.
Yep, and just confirm climb
And
flight
we'll
level
redirect
250.
Anupa and then we're good.
Climbing flight level 250,
Okay.
552.
So I don't have a chart for that.
Seabird 6
Print
Charlie
it,
Tango
but,
on conversion, speed 250 knots, please.
I need to find
Speed 250, Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango.
RNAV X-ray runway 11 on the approaches.
Skyways 20 Whiskey on
Runway
conversion for you
11.
today,
Why
speed
doesn't it
270
show?
knots.
Usually Navigraph pulls it automatically.
Conversion speed 270 knots.
Oh, it might be for
Approximately get
multiple
flight level
runway,
260,
or-
indicated speed 270 please.
Okay, we'll do 135
In debate, TACAN. I'm not getting a lot of love trying to find the actual chart.
Brisbane Center, Nolanor 2342, flight
Alright.
level 350, direct to 5.
Would be too easy, right? If it was just simple. So we know we need
I don't think
NBAB
Brisbane's online.
below 14.
Yeah, we are. We're just trying to figure out where you are. Just confirm.
Direct
the plane is
55, sorry
calculating
about that. The
9,000,
Simaware is not
okay.
showing you guys online here.
So you are 2342, yeah, new frequencies that haven't been updated yet. Just maintain 350 while I get your tag sorted and then we'll get going.
Awesome, thank you so much. We'll maintain that. Flight level 350, Nolanor 2342.
Brisbane, hello, Jetstar 675, flight level 390 on a heading of 120.
Okay.
Just our 675 centre gear day, turn right heading 150 and expect
So my little calculations here are not really useful. We're gonna use what the plane is doing. Alright, we're still 80 miles from top of descent. A little briefing.
Okay.
We're gonna fly the Anupa 1 Alpha. Goes from Anupa, Sudak, NBAB, which has a constraint. Put plan mode. So Anupa. I need to zoom so we can see the waypoints. Sudak, NBAB. We have the at or below flight level 140. Sadar. And then Nasux is the last waypoint.
675 star clearance.
Then I've entered this magical approach to runway 11 that I can't find a chart for, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out.
It'll be the Anupa 1 Alpha landing at runway 11 and descend star flight level 250, Jetstar 675.
KLM 261 approach 134.1, bye bye.
We had gotten a somewhat recent. It is.
Balloon 8161, descend via the star 10,000, the down QNH 1012.
So we're gonna do a first pass as our approach 1012 on the QNH, temperature 32. Yeah, getting into the summer there. And wind. Cloud Brocken 26, visibility greater than 10k.
Present position direct to Anupa, Jetstar 675.
Wind variable at 6 knots, so that's a 00 in there. It's gonna be fun to find the barrel reference somewhere. Alright, why don't you put 1012 in your altimeter here, or do you want me to do it?
Okay, I got it.
This got a little...
Right
You said 1012.
1012 and back to standard.
And then pull it back out?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Expect runway 11, Singapore 552.
Okay. So...
Brisbane Radio, good evening, Neptune 11 Whiskey, flight level 350, put correction on a heading of 160 degrees.
Miss name, Darth, no.
Very good day to you, just stand by.
Well, okay. There's NDB approach, which we could shoot. Use the FPA, flight plan F angle. There's a TACAN, but that we're not equipped. There's the VOR, no ILS. That would be better.
Present position direct to Newport, confirmed.
Then I only have 2 RNP approaches, the RNP Tango.
November,
1-1.
2342, forgot the call sign, sorry, star clearance available. 2342, sorry.
That has a minimum of 430, which is the same as the RNP Zulu, but none of those are
one arrival for runway 11 and down
what we put in.
260 when ready, Nolanor 2342.
Okay. Well, I mean the weather is good. We're gonna be conservative. What's the field elevation there? 100. So let me add 500 and put 600.
Nolan or 2342, speed 260 on conversion, please. Okay, we'll maintain 260
But,
on conversion,
yeah.
2342.
At one point in time, I'd like to understand why I can't find that. Maybe somebody in chat can figure it out for me.
David 6 Charlie Tango, descend via star 10,000, the Darwin QNH 1012.
Descend 10,000, Darwin QNH 1012, David 6 Charlie Tango.
At least I've entered the approach and similar RNAV into the Navigraph tablet we're here.
Singapore 2.
Alright, so we checked that. We kind of did what we could about a mysterious approach into runway
11.
11.
You can expect direct to.
Which is a 11,000 feet
to
runway, so that should be no problema.
Descend down to
Oh, I guess they do vacate left via grass and then
via the star in 1 minute.
maybe we can do that if they can. At least if it's taking off in 11, there is a taxiway that goes to 18. Or we could take the Victor 2 intersections.
Go ahead, Neptune Whiskey.
Nupa 1 Alpha.
It might. Ooh, what happened? We lost connection. Uh-oh.
Just successfully connected.
Well, but
yeah,
that means
would
there
come
was
back
an
out
issue. I was
disconnected.
kind of head down.
Runway
So.
11, descend when ready, flight level 250, speed 260 knots and
Alright.
Whiskey.
So is this technically Australia over there somewhere?
Thank you, great work. Speedbird 6 Charlie Tango.
I mean, we see land.
See you then.
And ho! I do believe that this is indeed Australia. All right.
Via the star, flight level 130.
So we're following Egypter.
Direct, Sudak immediately.
How does the big picture look here?
Skyways 20 Whiskey, amendment to your speed 250 now for me, please. Speed 250, Charlie.
It looks like we're number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for landing.
Speed of 975 on conversion, speed 270 knots.
270 knots up on conversion, Egypt 975.
And Jahar 44 on conversion, speed 270 knots.
On conversion speed 270 knots, GL44.
Singapore 552, if you can just tighten that turn for me, please.
Tightening the turn, Singapore 552.
And Singapore 252.
No, it looks like we're all in sequence, so hopefully we don't get vector or what are we showing for arrival time? I'm still showing 0203. Oh, did I use the old ATIS? This was the new ATIS, right? YPDN. That's the same. Still Charlie. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Alright. Well, I tried. So, do I dare looking at schedule? We're showing 0203 on the ground. We were 17 minutes late. That is 33 minutes late compared to our this schedule. But I think this schedule is the schedule.
Singapore 252, continue left turn direct N Barb.
39. Yeah, we're supposed to leave at 0220.
Increase your speed 270 knots.
Well, better be the fastest turnaround in not GL44 history, but the US branch of GL44. Alright, 10. 10 nautical miles or so before the start or descent.
Good morning, Walker 2933 with you, flight level 350, heading 150. Walker 2933.
So, for those of you who are curious about the next leg, we're going to stop the stream. For this leg, do a quick break, do a quick turnaround, and then whenever we're ready, we'll start, so I won't schedule it. But that's why you click the notification button, right?
I don't exactly know what the previous controller is doing, but he's not making a sequence with anything. Pretty much he's turning everyone to the right and then bring them back over to the left on the heading. Oh yeah, I can see that. I'm just not sure what that's going to accomplish. But anyway, we'll get there eventually.
Uh-oh.
A little diss there. Hello, ATC.
I mean, what he accomplished is that increased the track mileage because he needed more time. I think. I mean, he went safe side. There's a gap behind us. It could be smaller, but I'm sure there's plenty of aircraft on the ground that would be happy to take off. You need to be careful not to have kind of a myopic view just from the arrival perspective. I mean, there's sequencing departure as well. I mean, I'll give you the chart, the map.
Singapore 552, reduce speed 270 knots, contact approach on 12.
And I'm sure that that ground chart would be interesting with all the traffic down there.
Speed 270
So,
knot.
I think he's doing fine. I think he's doing fine.
Foxtrot Papa Yankee 1 approach, so center.
Okay, well, set 10 miles before. We better start now. We're going down.
Yes, I know you're there, but I can only hear you static, so it's either up to you to check the mark and fix it and give me a call, or go text and receive instructions by voice. That's you.
No, that's on convection. It's at 150.
Yeah, once again, can't hear you, static wave only.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Walker 2933 left, heading
Set
110.
managed speed. Well, I was given Mach 0.76 and then on conversion 270.
Player 1, sure can. It's been a good day. Start it for you. Aruna 1 Alpha arrival for, sorry, Anupa 1 Alpha arrival for runway 11.
Alright, we'll take 271. Alright, conversion.
250 and Anupa, what did you say?
Come on, man.
One Alpha arrival, runway
How hard can it be 1 Alpha? Hey, we see the coast of, well, of an island that is part of Australia. It's not the main island, but that certainly is exciting. So let's take a quick peek outside while we still can. So here we are.
That's not about 250. X22975, thanks to St. Beaver Star 10,000, QNH 1012.
We're back to Australia. Technically not quite yet. I think we're still in international water, but it shouldn't be too long. I bet Anupa, yeah, Anupa is on. Once we pass Anupa, we'll officially be back to Australia. So he gave us 15, which is interesting.
Player 1, from present position, directly direct to Anupa.
Oh, okay, thank you for that. Player 1.
Yeah, I need you to read it back, mate. Direct to Anupa, please.
Performer. Next.
Player 1, direct to Anupa, please.
Player 1 is...
Got that. I'm on direct to Anupa now.
Yeah, but you need to repeat the instructions.
Thank you. You just need to read back the instructions.
Yes.
Acknowledge them, please.
Alright, let's get back into the cockpit before we get it's too spicy on the frequency there. I wish I had caught that frequency because that's probably our next frequency.
Zealand 111411, send a g'day, you with me?
Oh, lost the KLM. So yeah, you can see this. Barely see it there. Oh, there we go. That looks more like it. I'm actually gonna overfly this. There's more than one. It looks like. Because there's water in between.
Julia X-ray 531. I've done it again and misplaced your call sign there. Staff clearance available. For descend via the star 10,000 to QNH, choose 1012. Just watch not to descend below your cleared level. You were given 260 before.
Oh, my bad, sorry. So we will descend now to altitude 10,000 on QNH 1012, GL44 and clear for the star.
GL44, no stress at all, guys.
Yeah, the 150 was an old heading. That's the danger when you get at pilot discretion. So we got clear to an altitude so we can get 1012.
Left heading 10.
But I'm glad he pointed it out because that's how you learn and get better, hopefully.
100, New Zealand 11.
Alright, we passed Anupa with 270, clear to 10.
Brisbane radios.
Let's well, we'll do our approach in a little bit.
531, thanks. Sorry, just try calling
Fuel still 2.2 or 21 minutes, so no problem.
Roger, last Stalker 531.
Starwalker 531, Aruna, Apuna 1 Alpha arrival for runway 11, flight level 260 via the star when you're ready, mate.
Anupa 1 Alpha arrival runway 11, and when ready, flight level 260.
That's the clearance we got.
Starwalker 531, thanks.
Oopsie.
Star 375, 260 on the conversion for me, please.
Roger, 260 not from conversion.
At least we got that correct, hopefully. 270 yet given us on conversion. So there's one aircraft landing, and then after that we're gonna be number 4, but we're still 67 miles away.
11, thanks. Yeah, just
gonna actually, instead of just the airport reference point, put the threshold of 11.
I'm just going to use it to kind of position you over on the eastern side there. I've got your star clearance when you're ready.
Yeah, perfect. Direct, add cool, and ready to copy. New Zealand 11.
1411, Apuna 1 Alpha arrival for runway 11, and via the star, flight level 260 when you're ready.
So the Apuna 1 Alpha arrival for runway 11, and descend 260 via the star when ready. New Zealand 1411.
1411, thanks. Walk 2933, start there.
Okay, it's a little early, but that's not a bad thing. Why don't we do our approach checklist, please?
Descend via star, flight level 270 when you're ready.
Briefing?
Completed.
ECAM status?
It's still showing normal, just the way we like it.
Seatbelts?
Let's put the seatbelt sign on. 10-12 set 3 times.
MDADH?
We put a conservative one at 600.
And engine mode selector.
Will be normal.
Cleared me for a descent to flight level 250, so I went down to see the wonderful ocean around this side.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, just for future reference in Australia, when ready indicates that you're top of descent. Probably should have made that a little bit clearer for you, but that's okay. Just maintain 250, max speed indicated for me, please.
Okay, max speed 330 on the way up now.
Thank you very much. You can go direct Sudag and rejoin the staff.
Can go direct GL.
I can go direct to where to rejoin what?
Direct Sudag to join the staff.
Direct
Sudak is the waypoint we're headed.
To join the
Hold on.
Approach now 134.1. Best of luck. Bye bye.
Over to approach 134.1 GL44.
So Walker 2933. Just to confirm, still heading 110 for this this time.
We've changed frequency again
Walker
on me.
2933.
Darwin approach GL44 descending altitude 10,000 feet.
GL, Darwin approach, hello. Runway 11, expect the VOR approach.
We'll expect the VOR approach GL44. Alright, we did all that work and we've been given the VOR approach. So, at least that is in here.
Top 20 Whiskey, contact tower 133.1.
Oh boy. Somebody removed? Oh, you retracted this comment? Did I screw up?
Top 20 Whiskey.
What's the difference between the Zulu?
Thanks, have a good one. Yeah. They're building 8161 traffic to sites and A321, they're at your...
Said direct to hell.
5 miles, maintaining...
Yeah, I know. Hold on. No, I need a totally...
8161, are you still visual?
Arrival...
Again, Air Berlin 8161.
Air Berlin 8161, are you still visual?
AFM, we're just under the clouds, Air Berlin 8161.
Air Berlin 8161, turn left heading 180, intercept the final approach course, cleared visual approach, runway 11.
Oh gee.
Left heading
Visual.
180, cleared visual approach, runway 11, Air Berlin 8161.
Via...
Egypt Air 975.
Nice Sooks. No, we need to be
Clear
careful
VOR
because when I enter it,
1-1 approach.
we're gonna redirect NBAB because we were already past. There we go. To the beginning of
Thank you.
270
GL44, descend 7000.
down to 7,000 GL44. Alright, we'll put this on.
Departures, get
Still
out
have a little time.
Yeah,
I know, yeah, well.
Hello, wrong frequency.
Goodbye, wrong frequency.
I was giving you my
Okay.
clearance. You want to pass that on? Thanks.
Yeah,
No
tower
worries, Greg, I will.
1, 3 and 3. No, they know each other?
So 125.2.
Are they dating the same girl? I don't know. 1331. Expecting tower. Alright. So we're slowing down. Where are we gonna be? At 7. That's a little... okay. We'll see if we need a little bit of speed brake action. Although at 250 we should be able to descend pretty well. So we want Nasuks at 3, which I probably would have to hard code. And then we need a real minimum. This one is 520. So perf page. Our approach speed is 139.
8161, we have the traffic in front of us inside.
Okay, 10,000 lights coming on. Ding the cabin.
8161, contact the tower
Okay, there's
133.1.
clouds
Thank you.
here.
1331, Air Berlin 8161.
No, okay.
GL44, descend 3000, cleared VOR, runway 11 approach.
Down to 3000, clear VOR, runway 11 approach, GL44.
Approach hello, Jetstar 675, descending flight level 100 on the Star, inbound Sudak.
Alright, we want to make sure, so that's 210? It's a max, right?
Sorry, the last station taken. Was it
I
Jetstar
don't
675?
have...
AFM Jetstar 675, just descending flight level 100 via the Star.
Jetstar 675, direct
Unless
to
it's in the notes.
NASIX, descend 7000.
Proceed direct to Nassau and descend 7,000 feet, Jetstar 675.
Jetstar 675, maximum speed.
Alright,
you can do.
so...
What will give you the best speed, Jetstar 675?
I mean, we have a good, what, 12, 13 miles. Can at least put 1 or 2 departure.
Egypt Air 975, contact the tower 133.1.
Okay, that's the frequency I have for the first time.
Thank you. See ya. 975.
Okay, we're finally below the calculated profile, that's good. So we have our blue bottom of descent arrow on the ND. We don't need auto brake on this. But we will need to slow down. But for now, let's go down, then slow down.
Darwin approach, Illinois 2342, descending through flight level 180 for
Okay, how about the clouds? No, plenty of temperature there, no worries.
Illinois 2342.
Okay, we're turning a Sadar towards NAS6, which is our last waypoint on the star.
We can expect the VOR approach for Illinois 2342.
Just 675, so you can expect the VOR approach from A11.
Roger, we'll expect the VLR for Jetstar 675.
Still open descent, altitude 3000 blue. I'm controlling this, I'm on selected speed, so I'll use that opportunity to activate the approach. Once we level off at 3000, I'll let the plane slow down. Much easier. Alright, this is the real deal now. This is the mainland Australia. We're still very far from Kangaroo Island.
Yeah.
Our beloved Kangaroo Island. Alright, we're 17 miles out, so approaching 3000.
Very pretty.
Reducing speed
Nice
to 230 for now on.
So is this our block time?
No, that's the UTC. You mean this one, the 255?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
UTC. This is the same one.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's go green dot. Five miles, that will let us slow down.
I should have worn my banana shirt today. Matching. Oh, it's Friday. Is that why you wore your banana shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, we're at 3 miles. We have the airport in sight. Let's go flap. Wait, just a little. I'm trying to hold them with the speed. Let's go flaps 1.
Okay, flaps 1.
Field 44, contact Tower 133.1.
Tower 133.1, GL for 4. No.
Tower,
Why can't I
runway 18.
Down.
Why is it behaving like a Tower GL44, VOR, runway 11?
44, reduce final approach speed, please.
Reduce to final approach speed. Okay, flaps 2.
Flaps 2? You said that over the...
Gear down.
Shit. Sorry about that.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. Thank you.
Why are we not going down? I mean, with visual very high. Alright, flaps 3.
Flaps 3?
Just 2996 from 811, line up.
Line up, just 3996. There's probably some time to be saved, mate, by telling me before he lands, so line up and wait behind the landing aircraft.
Flaps full?
I would love to, but we are not allowed to anymore.
Sorry about that, mate. I'll back you up.
Roger.
He wants to go. Autopilot off. Come on.
$2,000. 3986 from 811, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, just 3996, mate.
Okay, flight director off.
Ground 118, good day.
121.8, thank you so much, you should answer that.
Missed approach at 3000. I wonder if the auto tune didn't. Yeah. Alright, that's why. Okay.
1000.
You're gonna do landing?
And Tower GL44 requesting permission to vacate right.
44, that is true. The wind is variable at 6 knots from 811, clear to land.
Runway 11 clear to land GL44. Yeah, we can do it now.
Cabin crew?
Has been advised.
Auto thrust?
Is speed.
EK memo.
Is landing no blue.
China 1816, behind the arriving aircraft, line up and wait behind.
100
Behind the
above.
landing aircraft, line up above.
Now we have a little bit of tailwind.
So behind the arriving aircraft, line up and wait behind.
Minimum.
97.
So 97, that was
High,
the
correcting.
Ah, copy.
200.
Tower, just confirm Air Channel 116, wish to line up away after the landing traffic currently.
50.
Confirm, behind the departing aircraft, line up and be ready immediately. I'm going to try to get 2 departures out before the next arrival.
Roger.
Spoilers? Reverse green. Decel.
Okay, manual braking.
70 knots.
Hello, Jetstar 675, established on the VOR approach runway 11. Jetstar 675, reduce final approach speed. Roger. China 1816, 11, cleared immediate takeoff.
11 clear for takeoff, China 116.
Alright, do we see a sign?
One train to keep push, and the other station, your call sign only.
Qantas 1586.
1560 number train.
Roger.
We've 9040, course runway 18. Continue holding point Alpha 1, contact tower 133.1.
Very nice, very nice.
And ground GL44 vacated 11 on Delta.
GL44 ground, hello. Continue taxi straight ahead Delta to the bay.
Straight ahead Delta to the bay, GL44. Alright, I like that.
Cafe 327.
Okay, let's do the after
yes, go ahead, please.
landing checklist, please.
Continue taxi via Zulu, cross runway 18.
Spoilers.
Charlie 4,
disarm.
APU.
Started.
Zulu,
Radar.
holding point runway
Is off.
11,
And
Cafe
predictive
327.
wind shear system.
Is off.
Ground Tom Jet 1 at Victor Bravo.
I'm not
stand
sure.
2 with requesting push and start.
I guess everybody's over there.
Jet 1 Victor Bravo, push approved.
Push approved, Tom Jet 1 Victor Bravo. And we're able Bravo 2 if that's any help for coordination.
Will do, thanks.
Did you stop my chrono?
And Compass 702.
I don't know.
Did you say
Did
what?
you stop my?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Start
thank you.
push, and we'll also take Bravo 2 if it's available.
Okay, this is Jet 2. Turn off the lights. Welcome to Darwin.
Compass 702.
I think ultimately being on this side, no terminal, no gate, but I think it will help us.
Forgot to give the passengers an update on the weather.
Oh yes.
Dang.
So we're requesting start and push, and I went back and did the PDC read back on delivery and came back.
Thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, you're currently number looks like 12 in the queue.
Number 12 in the queue.
Okay.
Oh, it's not what we want to hear.
Well, you need
That is not what we want to hear. Alright, we're at A320, we don't need to go super far. Alright.
We're not quite at 3 minutes.
Turn off.
We're not quite at 3 minutes.
Oh, in the interest of time, it's all good. I'll let maintenance know. No worries. We like to wait 3 minutes, but
Engine
I'm sure
1 and
it's
2
good.
is off.
I'm sure it's
are
good.
off.
Alright. Well, welcome to Darwin. Let's see if we quickly can get our GS6 guys to help us here. Doesn't recognize it. Alright, we'll not worry about that.
And we're waiting for external power, right?
We are pretty much done. We'll try to do a quick turnaround, so hopefully, if we're lucky in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I hope you guys join us on the next leg. Take it easy. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. See you in the next one. Bye.
Citation November 3 Bravo